I remember there was a time when we was kings and queens, prophets and rulers, judging the earth. But now we stuck at the bottom of the totem pole. Where did we go wrong as a people? I think our people need to understand this with a wake-up call and give them understanding on what's going on. So bring it.
Early morning, rise up, open your eyes up, looking in the mirror, it gets no clearer. Cause we don't understand our own selves, drowning in sorrow with empty Hennessy bottles upon the shelf. Cause everybody wanna be a king, selling out their soul for this mean green cream thing. Paper chasing but not facing the facts that as a nation we all done got lax, and letting the devil control us. And thinking like them damn Africans that sold us. We in captivity because they hold us. Working hard with heavy burdens on our shoulders. Man, I thought we were some soldiers, but every second that I look.
All right, shalom, brothers and sisters.
Shalom.
And welcome to another class. We're here at ISB HBK Houston, 8524 South Braeswood Boulevard, Houston, Texas 77071. We have classes up Monday and Wednesday from 7 to 10 p.m., Friday from 6 to 9 p.m., and then Saturday morning classes from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Don't forget kids classes. We do those 11 a.m. to noon on Sunday. All right, so a good interactive experience for your kids. You bring your kids and get them involved and everything like that. The last one you missed was the Jeopardy one that went off with a hit. That was a hit. You know, you get your kids involved and everything like that. They could have been a part of the game show. If you have any questions or comments during the course of the class, you can text me at 832-941-2443. Please text only. If you have any questions or comments, you can also hit up the bottom of that YouTube live screen right there on the bottom of your screen. And also you can call or text Priest Kazakia at 281-707-2737. If you have any donations you want to give, canned goods, clothes, anything you think that will help with the homeless and things like that, you know, send that to any of the school addresses. You can send it here to 8524 South Braeswood Boulevard, Houston, Texas 77071, or you can send it to our San Antonio location at 4219 Centergate Street, San Antonio, Texas 78217. We also have another location in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and the classes at all these are at the same times as they are here, 7 to 10 p.m. Monday and Wednesday, Friday 6 to 9, and Saturday 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. The one in Albuquerque, New Mexico is 501 Copper Avenue Northwest, Albuquerque, New Mexico 87102. All right. If you need any garments made, you can also hit up Israel Wear. That's Israel W-E-A-R on Facebook, and they'll make you some beautiful custom-made garments, girdles, armbands, headbands, anything you need, custom-made, fringes on shirts, whatever you want done. All right, they take care of that, and they'll work out prices and everything like that for you. Let's see if I'm missing anything. All right, if you want to donate any money or do your vow, if you did your vow, the account number should be scrolling on the bottom of the screen there. It's Wells Fargo under Israelite School of Biblical History, and that's account number 101-580-6167. All right. All right. So let's see if we have any questions. First of all, we got any questions in class? Does anybody have any questions on any topic in class? Bria. Is that what that is? Okay. Yeah, Bria?
In First Peter chapter 4, verse 12, like, how do you get to that point where you completely reject yourself so you do the will of the Most High?
1 Peter 4 and 12?
Correct.
How do you get to that point where you completely reject yourself to do the will of the Most High?
No, sorry, it's 1 Peter chapter 4, 1 and 2.
Let's see. 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 1.
1 Peter chapter 4, verse 1.
Go ahead.
1 Peter chapter 4, verse 1.
Go on.
Go ahead. For as much then as Christ has suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourselves likewise with the same mind. For he that has suffered in the flesh has ceased from sin, that he no longer should live the rest of his time in the flesh to the lust of men, but to the will of God.
Okay, one more time.
1 Peter chapter 4, verse 1. For as much then as Christ has suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourselves likewise with the same mind. For he that has suffered in the flesh has ceased from sin.
So he just showed you how to obtain that mind. Read verse 1 again.
Verse 1. For as much then as Christ has suffered for us in the flesh.
What do we have to do? We got to suffer in the flesh, right?
God.
So we got to put up with the things that Satan tries to hit us with in our flesh. Sicknesses, illnesses, diseases, the arguments, the bickering, the fighting, the corrections, the advice, the counsel, right? All these things you're going to suffer as you live in this body. So he's showing you right there, this is how you're going to obtain that level where you no longer deal with sin, where you're in complete submission to the Most High. You see that? You're going to suffer. You're going to go through things. Give me Acts chapter 14, verse 22. Read that again where you're at.
1 Peter chapter 4, verse 1. For as much then as Christ has suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourselves likewise with the same mind.
See, just like Christ suffered in the flesh, you should arm yourself likewise. When he says arm yourself, he means that's the kind of armor you're going to put on. That's how you're going to gird yourself up, is by suffering. Y'all see that?
God.
So we're not just going to get there. It's not just going to be an easy one step solution. All right? You're going to have to suffer like Christ did. You're going to have to go through things, fasting, praying, constantly dealing with people trying to stick you in the back, constantly dealing with people lying to you, cheating on you, setting you up, talking bad about you. All right? You're going to go through all these things, and they're going to come in stages, right? You're going to think it's too much to handle, and then you're going to ask somebody, and they're like, oh, just do this, and that. And you're like, wow, it's really that easy, huh? You just going to just throw it out your tongue like that, right? And for them, it's going to be easy. Why? Because they've been through it already. You understand? That's why you're going to stay through a multitude of counsel. But you're going to suffer things in the flesh. That's the only way. That's why Christ said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. Right?
Right.
Why was he saying that? Because if you don't do it his way, if you don't suffer in the flesh, you're not going to obtain the way to be sinless. You understand?
God.
If you don't suffer temptation, if you don't allow yourself to be tempted, right? You just run away every time. Then you're not going to obtain faith. You're not going to obtain overcoming sin. You're not going to obtain a resistance level to temptation, right?
God.
Because why? All the time it came, you just ran away. Nah, I'm good. I can't do it, right? So what's going to happen? You never build up. You never build up that tolerance, right? You never build up patience, faith, temperance, meekness. None of that. Y'all see that?
God.
Where you at?
Acts chapter 14, verse 22. Confirming the souls of the disciples.
Okay.
And exhorting them to continue in the faith.
Right.
That we must go through much tribulation.
We must. Right? We must. Through what?
Much tribulation.
Through ease.
Tribulation.
Much luxury.
Tribulation.
Riches.
Tribulation.
A carefree life.
Tribulations.
Why? We got to go through much tribulation. Go ahead.
Enter into the kingdom of God.
To enter into the kingdom. There's no other way. You understand? Go to Esdras real quick. Second Esdras, let's see. chapter 7. You're going to start at verse 1.
Second Exodus, chapter 7 and verse 1. And when I had made an end of speaking these words, there was sent unto me the angel which had been sent unto me the night before.
Hold on. That cut off? Or no? Oh, I'm tripping. Never mind. Go ahead.
And he said unto me, Up, Esdras, and hear the words that I am come to tell thee. And I said, Speak on, my God. Then said he unto me, The sea is set in a wide place,
right,
that it might be deep and great.
Okay.
But put the case, the entrance were narrow and like a river. Who then could go into the sea to look upon it and to rule it? If he went not through the narrow, how could he come into the broad?
Right. See, you can go down to Galveston right now, right? Perfect example, right? When you get to Galveston Beach, right? You got that, the whole beach to be able to look at the ocean, right? But when you go to any beach, right? You got the whole beach stretched out all the way down so anybody could just turn right and look at the ocean, right? Turn left and look at the ocean, right? Okay, but how do you got to get to there?
Narrow bridge.
That stupid narrow bridge with 2 lanes, right? Is it 2, 3 lanes? Right, and then on the weekend you can't even get there. It's like, why did we even leave on Saturday? We should have left Friday night and just slept over, right? Because if you go down that stupid bridge, it's going to be 2 lanes, and everybody going to be there with they turning red, and the Esau going to be turning red, looking like baloney out there, sweating and everything in their little Jeeps with the no top and everything like that, right? You're going to be sitting there smelling that cooked baloney until you get there, right? You're going to be watching their little dogs slobber all out the window and the boats all over the place. You're going to be seeing that the whole time for like 2-3 hours. But if you don't go that way, right? If you don't go down that little narrow strip, do you get to take your kids and say, look, there's the ocean? Do your kids get to go play in the waves? Do you get to go play in the ocean out there? Nah. You see that? If you don't endure that BS for the 2-3 hours it takes to get there, right? Then you don't get that little pleasure of getting to walk down the beach with your girl. You don't get to go laugh at people eat bubblegum shrimp. You don't get to go pay way too much money to walk on the boardwalk. You know what I mean? You don't get to do none of that. Why? Because you didn't take that narrow way to get there. You didn't go through that ordeal to get there. See that? Everything is like that. Anything worth doing, right? Oh, I want to go on the rides at Six Flags. Okay, well, you go to Six Flags, and what do? Man, I want to ride the best one. I want to ride the one that's the most fun. Guess what? Everybody thought like you. You ain't special. You get there, the line is 6 miles long. You ain't even made it to the entrance to the park because the line is out there, right? It starts out there. Is this the line for tickets? No, this is the line for the ride you talk about going on. It's all the way outside? Yeah. You might get on tomorrow. Right? But if you don't do it, you don't get to ride the loop-de-loop or whatever the thing that goes all the way in the sky and it drops you. You don't get to do none of that, right? Yeah, so you gotta wait for that. Because anything worth doing, they make you wait for, right? When mom was cooking, right? And she in there stirring the pot, and you smell it in you, man, I'm hungry, I can't wait till get, when's it gonna be done? You gotta wait for it, right? But microwave dinner that ain't worth crap. Totino's pizza rolls, right? Yeah. Bing! Oh, okay, it's done. Burn the whole roof of my mouth out. Burn all my taste buds out. Can't taste the next one or the next one or the next one. And then when you're done, what? I'm still hungry. Right? And I didn't get no satisfaction of taste of the food. Right? So why? Because it wasn't worth nothing. See, everything worth having, the kingdom is worth waiting for. The kingdom is worth going through that narrow passage. Y'all see that? It's worth going through the suffering and the tribulation and all that BS and madness we got to put up with every single day. Y'all see that?
Con.
But read on. Read on.
There is also another thing. A city is builded and set upon a broad field, and is full of all good things.
Right.
The entrance thereof is narrow, and is set in a dangerous place till fall, like as if there were a fire on the right hand and on the left, a deep water.
Right. So he's showing you another thing, right? There's this paradise basically, and to get there, it's a narrow little passage, right? And on the left hand is this deep water that you can fall in, right? On the right hand, you got fire over there. So the only thing you can do is stay on the path, right?
God.
Or decide to burn up or drown, right?
God.
So you got to stay on the path. Go ahead.
And one only path between them both,
It is only one path between them. Go ahead.
even between the fire and the water,
Right?
so small that there could but one man go there at once.
Right. And you and can't nobody drag you in. You can't go there, on somebody's shoulders. Somebody can't help guide you in there. You can only go one at a time.
Single file.
Y'all see that? Same as the kingdom. And can't nobody get you in. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know Samuel, man. Can I get in? No. That ain't how it works, bro. You gotta go through much tribulation. Well, I'm married to so and so. It doesn't matter. Did you go through much tribulation? Then depart from me. I never knew you. You ain't dressed right. You didn't wash your garments. You see that? You didn't clean yourself from the wickedness of this world by going through the wickedness of this world and enduring all that madness and rejecting all of it. You see that? Now, when stuff got rough, you ran. He don't want that. You see that? Read on. Was this your question, sis, or online?
That was my question.
Okay, go ahead.
In this city, now were given unto a man for an inheritance. If he never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance?
See that? If that whole city's given to you as your blessing, as your inheritance, and you don't endure the troubles and the trials and the tribulation, how you gonna get your inheritance? It ain't no option, right? It told you it's one path. Y'all see that? But if you don't want to go through that path, you don't have to. But you ain't getting that city. Y'all see that? Read on.
And I said, it is so, Lord. Then said he unto me, even so also is Israel's portion.
See, this is the same thing as Israel's portion. Israel's portion that the Most High allotted to you, that he promised to you, is just like this. You can't get there no other way. You got to go on this path. You got to suffer. You're going to have to be patient. You're going to have to put up with things that you wouldn't normally put up with meekness and kindness and gentleness and love and perseverance. You have to push through. Y'all see that? Go ahead.
Because for their sakes I made the world.
See? Wow. He made the world for our sakes. So the thing we're going to inherit at the end of this suffering is the whole damn planet. But you ought to give that up for what? $1? A girl? A dude? Right? You get that up for a new car. You get that up for a easier life. A so-called good job. Right? You give up the whole earth for that? He said the portion of Israel is the whole planet, man. Your lot is the whole planet. Now go to Romans 8, verse 18. Where were you on that one?
That was 2nd Ezra chapter 7, verses 1 through 9.
Con.
Wait, hold on. Read on. Read on in that where you're at in 2nd Ezra 7.
God.
Because you're going to get the why of it now. Because, it's like, well, why do I got to do all that? Why couldn't he just give it to us from the beginning, right?
God.
Well, why didn't he just, you know, like people do that? Well, why would he do that? Why would he do that if he knew we was gonna sin? Why would he even make us? What's the point? Right?
God.
Well, let's see. Did he make us in that condition in the first place? Did he make it where we had to suffer? Let's see. Read.
2nd Ezra, chapter 7 and verse 11. Because for their sakes I made the world.
See, he made the world for our sakes. Go ahead.
And when Adam transgressed my statutes, then was decreed that now is done.
Oh, so originally it was easy. Remember with Adam, he was already in paradise, right? He was already in the Garden of Eden. We were already the rulers of the earth. We already had dominion over everything, right? But then, when Adam transgressed, then is decreed what now is, right? Then he said it's got to be this way. They got to earn it. They can't you can't just give it to Israel, man, because they'll be niggerish with it. They'll just burn it up. You know what I mean? That's why they make you pay for college, because don't niggas love that PhD when they get it? They act like they're the smartest beings on the planet. I can't. You know, I know your family, but I can't hang around you anymore because I went to Harvard. We won't see eye to eye on anything because you're down here now and I'm up here. Right? They get like that, man. Why? Because they had to earn it. They had to go through years of studying all night long and sleepless nights and waking up early in the morning and tests and trials and BS from their friends and family and all this and trying to reject every fun activity so that they could get that stupid 3 letters after their name, right? They had to do all that for that, right? So when you talk to them, they're like, no, I know more than you. No, there's no way you know. No, Why? Because they feel they earned that level of intelligence. You understand? They feel they earned the right to be able to talk over you and be better than you. Why? Because they had to fight for it. That's why the Most High said, nah, I can't give y'all paradise now. You see that? You have to earn it. You have to fight for it. You got to go through this tribulation. You got to go through this suffering. Otherwise, you're not going to get to that level. You're not going to get to live like Adam was, sinless, not knowing good and evil. No, you got to earn it. Because when I gave it to you, you lost it. You lost it over a fruit. Right. You lost it over some knowledge. You lost it because you're curious about unnecessary matters. Y'all see that? Who had the hand up? What's that?
Could we precept that to a question that Jeremiah 6:16?
Go into the ways and see?
Now when he say seek ye the old path, but it's the good way.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. No. Yeah, but no. Like not on this subject, but you can't precept that. All right? So that, people know, yeah, stay on that same path. Right. Read on.
Then were the entrances of this world made narrow.
See, when Adam transgressed, then it was made like this. Y'all see that? After it was already given to us, we had the A, we lost it. You know what I mean? Teacher come in first day of class, everybody got an A, all you got to do is keep it. Right? Next day, we didn't show up for class. What? I gave you the A. I told you all you got to do is show up and earn it. Wait, no. Can't do it. Too much work. Y'all see that? We didn't earn our A, man. We didn't keep it. So when he transgressed, then the Most High said, okay, you got to fight for it. You got to suffer. You got to go through these things. All right? Read on.
Full of sorrow and travail, they are but few and evil.
See, now it's going to be full of sorrow and travail, and it's going to be few that get in there, and the problems are going to be evil, full of perils, and very painful. You see that? That's how we're going to get into the kingdom of heaven, man. Because when we had it, we lost it. When we had it, we rejected it, we gave it up, we treated it like it was garbage. We did exactly what Esau did, man. But at least we did it for knowledge's sake. The knowledge of good and evil, right? We didn't do it for a bowl of damn red meat and pottage. That's why the Most High despised it more than he did us, man, because we did the same thing as Adam, right? But we did it for curiosity, for wisdom, for knowledge, right? He did it for damn food, a bowl of food. All right? He gave all that up. So, read, go from there. Or it says, verse 13, for the entrances of the elder world were wide and sure, and brought immortal fruit. See that? That's how it used to be. But now, nope. Gotta cut that down for you. Bar off the tree of life. Kick you out of the garden. Now you gotta earn your way back in. Y'all see that? What happened when we were in Israel? Had all of Israel. All you gotta do is not bow down before any other gods. What the hell y'all doing? What's that golden statue? You know what? Get out. Y'all understand? Y'all got to earn your way back to Israel now. You're going to be over there in America. You're going to pick cotton. You're going to get beat up by cops. Your kids going to be dying in the streets. And you're going to have faith in me through all of that to get back here. Y'all see that?
God.
We bought this on ourselves, man. All right? Now hit that Romans 8.
Romans chapter 8 and verse 18.
Uh-huh.
For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time.
See, so what do we know about this present time?
Suffering.
That there's suffering in it, right? Right. So what does that mean? Did any part of the Bible just guarantee us this carefree life of an easy sail right through life kind of thing? Nah. You understand? When you go to church, that's how they make it, right?
Tipping through the tulips.
Right, tiptoe through the tulips, right? With your little baby ukulele. Did that get offered to anybody when the Bible was opened? No. Right? That's why they don't open the Bible in church.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? Oh, y'all gonna be blessed. Put the money in the plate, the blessing's gonna come. We ain't gonna look in the Bible and see if that's true. Nah, we just gonna wave it in the air, see? That's what the Bible say. That's why Christ, when he was walking around the niggas, he was like, you have heard, not it is written, you have heard that it was said of old time. Why? Because then nobody opened the book for you. So nowadays, we gotta say the same thing to niggas. We gotta be like, look, you have heard that you was gonna die and go to heaven. Let me tell you something. Go to this page and find out. That's not how it works. See that? Shoot, I'm gonna die and go to heaven. If that's all, how easy it was, I'd have jumped in front of that fire truck as soon as it came by, right? Ooh, I'm there. Right? Take me home. The hell would I be here for? See that? But that's them stupid cliches the church made up. Oh yeah, no, you say this, the Lord's Prayer, and then when you die, you go to heaven. It's a fairy tale madness, man. They skip over parts like Acts 14:22. We must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of heaven.
There you go.
You see that? And that's why niggas don't come to the school, man. They think, oh yeah, well, see, and I'm saying niggas because they the ones that believe that dumbassness. Y'all see that?
God.
So they won't come to the school because what? Oh, y'all ain't in a big mega church. Where the pastor's Humvee at? Where his big giant house at? Oh, y'all must not be doing it right. God must not love you. Wow. Like, you ignorant nigga. He's living in that big house off of your check. He got that fancy car with your money. See that? Wow. God didn't bless him, you did. He ain't even close to the Most High. See that? And then line his life up with yours. Line Joel Osteen's life up with the Bible. What part of that says much tribulation? Wow. He got like what 4 or 5 book deals right now, right? Done, signed, delivered. His house is bigger than this whole city block. And one pothole in the street probably going up to his house fixed off of his money, right? He probably makes sure the government take care of that. Because I pay taxes. Ain't you 501c3? Never mind that, right? Right? I vote, right? But see, that's the thing, man. That's what our people love. They want to see the so-called blessing, right? The material blessing. But they don't want to go, they don't want to hear, oh, much tribulation? Oh, hell no. It ain't worth it to them. Why? Because they can't see heaven. You see that? Right. That's why he told the Negro, the West Indian, the Haitian, the Mexican, this right here. He said, I reckon that the sufferings of this present time, read,
are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in.
He said there's a glory that's going to be revealed in the Most High, right? In Christ, right? But he said you got to suffer to get there. You see that? And the suffering ain't nothing compared to what's going to be revealed to you. Y'all see that?
Come.
But that requires faith. That requires me believing in something I can't hold in my hand. I can't drive that down the street. See that? I can't go in the backyard of that and go jump in the pool with that. No, I need that. I need that prosperity teacher, man. Where's Joel at? Where's TD Jakes at? They gonna pat me on the back, tell me it's gonna be all right, and I'm gonna be able to go back to my hovel because I ain't never gonna live like them. That's what they should be thinking on the end of that. They'll never live like TD Jakes. They'll never live like Osteen. I don't care if they hang off of every word he's saying. They ain't never gonna do that. What's that?
You know, something you mentioned a minute ago about 501c3. I couldn't believe what I was reading when I looked at the video on that. I used to wonder when all the killing was going on with our people. And I was saying, why these churches, these big mega churches, fucking won't come out and say nothing. When I seen that 501c3, part of what their stipulation was to be in it was that they couldn't come out and speak against no kind of violence. They couldn't speak against homosexuality. They couldn't speak against the government. Dang. They couldn't teach the true gospel. Yes, I seen it. I seen a video of it. And it had about
I gotta see that, because when I read the 501c3 law,
yes, it had about 15 or 20 different things that you bet not do. Yeah,
nah, because there's caps on 501c3 and yeah, the church is different though. Yeah, the church is different. Yeah, the big mega churches, those are different. Yeah. You see that? But yeah, there's camps that got 501c3 and they're fine. We don't got it. They rejected ours, but you know, there's camps that have it. And they do just fine. They get everything in, they give it off to the community, stuff like that. Been doing it for years, man. And they ain't never taught a government curriculum. But I know what you're talking about though. There's sections of it. There's sections of it that they willingly abide by. You don't have to. You see that? You can get a 501c3 and say what you want. This guy, the white guy that does the news, but I don't know if he's London or not Steve Carell, is it? He used to be on the Daily Show with John, what's his name? John Stewart, is that his name? The little white guy, Carell, I forgot his name. But anyway, he does this talk show, but he basically filed for 501c3, and he filed his show for 501c3 because this criteria was like you have to be gathered together for one time a week for more than an hour or or more, and you have to be in a group of people that agree on the same thing. So he filed his show for 501c3 and did it on the air and showed them like, listen, yeah, we meet the 501c3 criteria. We're technically a church. For his little talk show. I mean, his little, you know, those, it's kind of like the Tonight Show kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
He filed that as a 501c3. They accepted it. You see that? You don't got to teach a government curriculum. You see it? But, you know, that's one thing, you know, anti-camp people try to do. Oh, you guys 501c3. Nigga, you don't know about 501c3. Because there are camps that are 501c3. They talk about the government all day. They don't never say nothing good about the white man. The worst one that said that all you hear from them is the white man's the devil, the white man's the devil. They barely even teach who the Negroes are anymore. They just jump on the street corner with a loudspeaker and yell the white man's the devil all day. They got 501c3. And then there's us. We can't get it, and we don't go out there and do that. You understand? We don't go out there all day. That's the whole message of our thing. But they get it. You see that? So it's real picky. They're real picky about how they do it. You have to say all the right words and do all that stuff when you file. But after that, they don't come check on you and make sure and do all that. Not unless you big mega church and you making millions. Right. Then they want that piece. Right. You see that? Right. Or if you have, see the problem with a lot of the churches is they play political too. They weigh on voters, so they make them stick to a certain curriculum. You see that? Because that vote, they want the voter mind to be nice and sheep-like. You know what I mean? Nice followers. And pastor said vote for Trump, so I'm going to vote for Trump. You know what I mean? Pastor said vote for the Klondike bar for mayor, so I'm going to vote for a Klondike bar. What would I do without it? What would I do for one? You know what I mean? Like, y'all see that? That's our people, though, man. Because they want everything spoon-fed to them now. See, church removed the much tribulation, right? So they want everything the easy way now. Our people want everything the easy way. It didn't stop at church. Right, when the church started instituting, oh, you die and go to heaven, they ran that to the rest of their life. Oh, okay, well, I ain't got to take care of my kids either. I ain't got to stay with this woman when she started lipping off. And I ain't got to do, you know what I mean? America made everything wicked so easy to do. So that's why Christ said, you got to, through much tribulation, enter into the kingdom of heaven. Because the way to hell, they leave that wide open for you, man. Wow. They got a 7-lane highway to get there. You know what I mean? Shoot, that's easy. Right? The ride nobody wants to ride. Got a easy way to get there, right? You go to the fair, you know what I mean, or you go to the Six Flags and you see the loop-de-loop thing and the thing that drops you and the thing that swings you back here and way over there and everybody, whoa, I gotta get on that, right? Then you look over and they still got the old ass teacups in the back corner somewhere. You like, ain't nobody riding that, but at least my kid will get to ride something. You know what I mean? Right now. Right? Then he get on there. Right? Bored as hell, right? Why? Because that's the easy way to get there. The one nobody wants to do, it's easy to get to there. Nobody want to go to hell. That's why it's so easy to get there. That's why there ain't no line. That's why there ain't no clogging to get there. You see that? But that's also why that path is so wide, man. Why Satan opens it up so wide and tries to make it look like it's so great to be there. Oh yeah, come on over here. We got half-naked women that'll do whatever. We got half-naked men that'll do whatever. We got whatever your heart desires. We got money. We got food. We got this. We got that. Right? Shoot, if you ain't understood that to do things the right way is hard, you ain't lived the human condition, man. The human condition requires you that if you want to live longer, you got to eat right. If you want to eat right, you got to go past all the places where, hey, we'll sell you these 90 for 99 cents. You got to go past all that to go to the Whole Foods across town in the white neighborhood. You drive past all the cops with your seatbelt on because you don't want them pulling you over like, what are you doing here? Right? Like, not even, do you know how fast you were going? You get, what are you doing here? what you pulled me over for? I want to know what you're doing here. I'm trying to get a grape with a seed in it. You know what I mean? I had to drive 20 miles to get here. Yeah, like if you ain't realized that life is hard to do the right thing, you ain't lived human condition. You've been a niggard all your life, man. You've been living on Kool-Aid and cough syrup your whole damn life for a night and for 35 cents a pack, 35 cents for 2 gallons of Kool-Aid. You've been living like that for your whole life. You see that? Because when you want to try to do right, by your body, yeah, right. You want a juice? Like a real juice?
Wow.
You're ordering in juice terms instead of colors? Nah, bro, that's gonna cost you about $5 a pint. You order it outside the color scheme, man. You better go back to the corner store and get you some red. What you got in that can? Red? Red what? I don't know. It tastes good though. You go to Whole Foods, what you want? Strawberry juice. Oh, okay, well that'll be $10. Here you go.
Wow.
Wheatgrass. Here's a shot. That'll be $3. Yeah, if you don't know that trying to do the right thing is hard, you just ain't been living, man. And then you think you just gonna beam up to heaven when you die. That's how easy that is. Wait a minute. So, to live healthy on earth, I gotta pay money, work hard, pay more money, do this, work out, do that, right? Pay for gym memberships, take walks, do all this stressing on my body just to live okay on earth. But to get the kingdom of heaven, I just gotta jump in front of a fire truck? No, bro. You gotta suffer, man. You gonna have to put up with things. What's that?
That's amazing you said that, how you said, how they think, you can do this and do that, and then you think right at the last minute you die, you can just jump to heaven. You know, I was taught that kind of stuff in the Christian church for the longest, that, no matter what you've done, all the sins you've done in your life, when you right there laying on your deathbed, all you gotta do is ask the Lord your heart, and then as soon as you die, you're going straight there. Then I had one even go so deep as to tell me about the thief on the cross. So there's the proof right there. All his life he lived till, and right there Christ told him, I tell you this day, that should be in paradise with me. So that go to proof to show you can live like that. I mean, I'm being serious. I mean, it was just ridiculous, some of the stuff that I was taught coming up and believing it and it just didn't make no sense to me. It just wouldn't. I don't know. I just say y'all don't have me confused. Y'all got me confused.
Right.
You know, I mean, y'all do. I mean, I don't know which one is it.
Right.
You know?
Like, why live right?
Do I have to live right and get there? Exactly. I just said, well, hey, it's that simple that I do what I want to do. As soon as I think I'm finna die, then let me ask the Lord to come in my life.
Right.
I know that wasn't right. That didn't even sound right to me.
Yeah.
But that's the stuff I was hearing.
Sure, even the nigga that died on the cross, he died on a cross. How did he have to get next to Christ to even ask him that request?
Wow.
He had to get pinned up on a cross, man.
Wow.
He had to get his legs broke. You understand?
Wow.
To get to that level. So that's even you had to suffer, but they don't want to hear that.
No, they don't.
You see that?
No, they don't.
You finished at Romans 8? Read that again and then get 2 Corinthians, because I can send me 2 Corinthians 6 and 4.
Romans chapter 8 and verse 18. For I reckon that the suffering of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us.
See that? The glory that's going to be revealed in us is nothing. This suffering is nothing compared to that glory that's going to be revealed in us. Y'all see that? So, yeah, we're going to have to do that. What's that?
I was listening to something last night. I'm a music lover. And I was listening to that. I pulled up last night. You remember, I know you might have heard of Sam Cooke, the singer.
Oh, yeah.
Then I pulled Sam Cooke up last night. You know, Sam Cooke been dead 58 years.
Hey.
He died very young. And he was a millionaire like so many times over before he was even 30 years old.
Yeah.
Right? And every record he made was $1 million seller. But when you look at what's happening, a lot of people, I done delved into this here. You look at this man had so much influence on music in the black community that the mafia took him out. And they put, like this black lady killed him in a rundown hotel in Los Angeles. What I want to show you is that they took this man out because he had so much influence on music. The music industry couldn't do what it's doing right now had he been living. Did you know that? Yeah. But this is what I want to say. I was looking at some of the comments, you know, under the video.
Right, right.
Man, you should have heard some of the comments. Now, this man been there almost 60 years.
Yeah.
And the comments that people was making about this man, you know, it makes you wonder, you know, what's happened with the music and what happened to black people as a whole.
Right, right. What you mean, though? What kind of comments?
Good comments.
Oh, right, okay.
Nobody, there was this talking about how this man was gifted and how he arranged his music and stuff like that. They were good comments.
Right, right.
And nobody, they were saying like, no, in today's music, nobody's even getting close to what this man did.
Yeah, like in today's music, if one of them dropped dead right now, I wouldn't even bat an eye.
Michael Jackson didn't have nothing on this guy, man. You know what I'm saying, man? You know, look like Michael Jackson, but I'm showing Michael Jackson didn't have nothing on this man. They were way back before you was supposed to know all this. He had it.
Yeah.
He had his own record label on production company, and he would record music, but because they couldn't control him, they murdered him. They set it up like, you know, because he was living outside of the Most High's will.
Right.
But I'm just showing you about the guilt that this man had.
Right,
and
right.
The comments, I was looking at the comments, you know, 60 years later, just say 60 years later, man.
Still talking.
And nobody even got close to this guy in the music industry today. If you look at black music, you use that. Look at this music today and where it's going. Look at the community.
Right,
when
right.
this man was saying it, you know, people. And I'm gonna show you. Nat King Cole was making like $700,000 a performance. Man, it went from $300,000 to $700,000 a performance. That was a lot of money back in the 50s for a black man to be making.
Yeah, yeah.
They ain't making that now. They take one person that's showering with a lot of money and blind a whole generation of people. This is what you got out here.
Yeah, because then see, that's the thing. When we did good here, they saw that, oh, okay, that's influential.
Yeah.
Whatever we excelled at, in sports or whatever, they went and defiled that whole profession.
Right.
That way, it'll still influence us, but negative.
Yes.
When everybody started turning into just, I'm sitting in front of my TV all damn day. Okay, well then we're gonna hit you through the TV.
Come on, man.
You know what I mean? Because back in like what 50s, 40s, something like that, when they was putting things, televising things, they wasn't putting the amount of craziness they put on there now.
Sure.
Why? Because people wasn't home. They was working. They was out playing sports. They was out doing things, making crops, building their own houses and all that. But when we got the TV generation, then it was like, oh, that's influential. Okay, now let's put some ads in there. Oh, sales went up. So they are influenced by what they see on TV. See that? That's why they do them studies. Okay, is TV still influencing people the way it did? No, it's the internet now. Let's put it in the internet now. See that? Ads with gay people. We selling. All we doing is selling soap, but we got to put a gay couple on there. You know what I mean? I seen this other one that they said it was on Snapchat. They say you'll never believe what she's selling. And I'm like, I bet I would. I bet it's something that has nothing to do with her being half naked on this damn thing. Sure enough, she's in there topless. Kylie Jenner, I think it was. Topless with half some pants on or something like that, selling lipstick. Like, what the hell does her being naked got to do with lipstick? Yeah, see that? Like, why you got to take off all the rest of your clothes to sell the lipstick? That's crazy, right? But then, see, they realized it was influential. See that? But just get back to the sister's question. We got you asking, how do you obtain that level of being sinless? Well, Christ was telling you. He said it even in the scripture you pulled that we got to do it through much tribulation, right? First Peter, you're in 1 Peter 4, right? 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 1 and 2. For as much then as Christ has suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourselves likewise with the same mind. Y'all see that? So you got to get ready to be through that same suffering. Give me that Corinthians.
2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 4.
Y'all got it?
Go ahead.
All right, go ahead.
but in all things approving ourselves as the ministers of God, in much patience.
Wait. How do we approve ourselves of the ministers of the Most High?
In much patience.
In much patience, right? Well, how do you exercise patience? Anybody? Sis?
Going through something?
You got to go through stuff, right? You got to put up with jackasses and retards and stupid people and people cutting you off in traffic, so you be like, oh, okay, I see what's going on. I see what's going on here. You see that? It was something I was having to do. I was trying to figure out why is this. It was just today where I had to realize why something was just coming at me a certain way. Oh, people talking over me. Like I get upset, like I'm saying something, and like you ask me a question and I'm answering, and then you just cut me off and say some other stuff. I hate that. It's like a pet peeve, right? You want to like in my head, like all the Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat movies are going on. Like in an instant, a flash is just all of them. You know what I mean? All the characters, all of them. Right? The head pulling out with the spine and everything, just all of it. And like for some reason lately, like my ribs been doing it. Like they just they say something and they start talking and I'm like, you ain't going. You know what I mean? Let me deal with this according to wisdom, because the Bible says, dwell with your rib according to wisdom. The guy that comes to fix is coming to fix our shower and everything like that, because it's leaking down in the garage and everything. He come over and he does the same thing. And I'm like, okay. So this is a coincidence. This is something trying to test me. And I had to watch it because like he'll sit there and talk to me, and then I'll say something, he'll just talk right over it. And then he turned to my mom's, because she was dealing with the situation too. He turned to her and he'll say something, and she'll say something back, and he'll sit there patiently listen. I'm like, nigga, you wouldn't shut the hell up when I was talking to you, right? But then it made me realize, okay, this is the spirit, because them demons know I hate that, and they trying to make me snap. You see that? So I'm gonna have to deal more patient, because that's what I'm known for usually, especially when people meet my ribs. Right? They be like, oh, you gotta be a real patient guy to deal with that. No, I'm messing with you. But when people see the way I deal with certain things, they're like, yeah, you got a lot of patience, right? But that's why you gotta take heed lest you fall, because you get stuck in that, like, oh, okay, people saying I got patience, I must have patience. Then this stuff happens and you realize, oh, okay, I got an angle of patience I ain't worked on yet. Because I'm seriously ready to hook this guy into a car battery. Like right now. Like something gonna shut you up. Wait till your teeth clench too tight together. Pop out your face. You know what I mean? We got a few. Hold on. Sis.
That's what happened to me today, where I was at Yard again. It was like a big confrontation on the Bible and marijuana. And I had to keep in mind that video you did on emotions, how to control your emotions, understanding why we have feelings and emotions, and I just felt really sad instead of angry.
Right. Yeah, and these are the things we're gonna have to go through. You see that? We're gonna have to overcome emotions. We're gonna have to overcome these different things. That's where that patience is gonna kick in. But what else are we gonna have to have? Read on.
In afflictions.
We're going to go through what?
Afflictions.
Ease?
Afflictions.
Trouble free?
Afflictions.
Right. We're going to go through affliction. All right? Things going to try to beat you down, take you out. What else?
In necessities.
Shoot, look at Job, right? How did he get his blessing? Was it just, here you go. He was richer than all the men of the East. And then he was broker than every nigga ever. Right? Big family, flocks everywhere, and then boils. That's all you got. Right? Your 3 best friends travel all the way from a whole nother country, come to you, and talk mess the whole time they there. Like you invited them over. I didn't invite you. You just came over here to talk crap. All 3 of y'all.
Eating up your food.
Right. I ain't even got no food to give you. You try to eat up everything I got. Right?
Didn't pay me the money you borrowed from me.
Yeah, like I'd make you something to eat, but I got all these boils and all my crops and my flocks are dead. So I can't do nothing for you. But you still gonna sit here and talk mess. Like you don't want to go to the grocery store, try to hook me up. Nothing. Y'all see that? But Job had to go through it to get what? To get more of a blessing. You see that? Most High gave him all that and plus some. He gave him double. Y'all see that? Now read that again.
Verse 4 from the top.
2 Corinthians what? 6 and 4?
Okay. 2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 4.
All right.
But in all things approving ourselves as the ministers of God, and much patience.
See, the way we approve ourselves as the minister of the Most High is through much patience. What else?
In afflictions.
Through much affliction. What else?
In necessities.
By needing things and not having them. Y'all see that? I'm too broke to buy dish soap. Okay, that's how you're going to be for a while. Until you decide, I'm not going to start doing what I did in the world to get it. I'm going to do what the Most High say to get it. I'm going to stay humble. I'm going to stay patient. See that? And I'm going to do what the Most High said. I'm going to abide in his labor that he set before me until he makes something happen for me. This way, the right way. See that? Read on.
In distresses.
In distresses, right? Trouble. Things that make you want to pull your hair out. You're going to go through that. Okay. What else?
In stripes.
In stripes. Okay. What else?
In imprisonments.
Now stripes, that's talking about beatdowns, whipped. Imprisonments. What else?
In tumults.
Tumults. Okay.
In labors. In watchings.
So in labors, in watching, right? Go ahead.
In fastings.
In what?
In fastings.
In fasting. They don't push that a lot in church. You'll never hear that fat ass TD Jakes talking about fast. Right? Hey, we need to fast. Imagine his big old fat self with the big pig face he got, the porky pig face he got, sitting up there talking about fasting. Come on, man. You never hear fast come out of his mouth. He'll eat that word before he come out. Right? They'll never talk about that. You hear Osteen talk about it. Osteen, he's trim though, right? He talk about health and all this stuff like that. And he don't even like the Bible. He don't even mess with the Bible. But TD Jakes, you never hear that. Much fastings. What else?
By pureness.
By what?
By pureness.
You mean being wicked as hell?
By pureness.
By doing everything the Most High said not to do.
By pureness.
No, by pureness. By doing what the Most High says to do. With sincerity, with a pure heart, with a pure mind. What else?
By knowledge.
Right? By knowledge, so you got to study. What else?
By long suffering.
By long suffering. I don't think, man, I went to church from the time I was about 3 years old until I was about 18. I don't think I ever heard them stress this word before.
Wow.
I would listen in church like an idiot. Like I would sit there and listen. I don't think I ever heard them use this word.
Long suffering.
Long suffering. They never really, and if you did, they never stressed that it was going to be a long damn time. See that? Like everybody, you know, when you go to church, it's like, you know, that's where you get all these atheists from. They put all that money in the plate. When they left, they didn't leave in a Humvee. They're like, that don't work. Pastor said I was going to get rich. I gave him my donation, and I ain't got nothing back.
Nothing changed in my life.
Yeah. I think you should have went to Vegas. Like, that ain't how it works, bro. You want to put a dime in the slot and get $10,000 back, you should have went to Vegas. Like, not church. Well, where you at?
Verse 6.
Yeah, we gotta go there. We gotta through. This is how we approve ourselves as ministers of the Most High, through long suffering. What else?
By kindness.
By kindness, right? Go ahead.
By the Holy Spirit.
By what?
By the Holy Spirit.
Not my own way, but by the way of the Holy Spirit, which is what?
Word.
There you go, the Word, the Bible. This is how you get there, right? The one, but when you open it, not when you hold it like this, all right? Not how they taught you in church. Like I just put the Bible under my pillow, and when I wake up, I have a Humvee outside. It's not the Tooth Fairy. It doesn't work like that, all right? The words of the Bible don't. The righteousness of the Bible doesn't osmose through the cover through your pillow and into your ears. It doesn't work like that. All right. It's not a good luck charm. I have a Bible, so I'm gonna get blessed. Where's it at? It's over there. It's still in the wrapper. Yeah, but I thought that's how it worked. You just had to have one like a rabbit's foot, right? Niggas got Bibles like rabbit's foot in the church, man. You like, where'd you read that at? It's in there. Are you sure? No. No, you ain't. Because it ain't in there. If you opened it, right? If you open your Bible and you hear that cracking sound. Huh? No, when you hear that cracking sound, like the first time you ever opened the Bible, the crease finally cracks, and you like, you ain't been reading the Bible, you just been having it. Y'all see that? Oh, I follow the Bible. What, does somebody dangle it in front of you? Like how you follow the Bible and don't know nothing about it? Where are you following to? What's that?
I didn't want to say even the Bible turn it off on you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, like if you try to open the front cover and it slams shut real fast because it's so tense. Like it just, like, oh damn, I gotta, right? Your Bible ain't working for you, man. You understand? If it got rust, if the gold leaf got rust on it, you ain't been using it. Like why the gold leaf on the edge of your Bible got rusty stains on it? I ain't ever used it. What's that?
You know, it's amazing what he just read, what he said by kindness, then he said by the Holy Ghost, Holy Spirit. And, you know, until I, got in this truth and learned what the Holy Spirit was, that is God's word, that's another thing they had me confused on.
Right.
I don't see people clowning, going crazy, jumping up and down, they said the Holy Spirit in it.
Right. Now, a spirit doesn't hit him, right? But it ain't the Holy Spirit.
Spirits.
Yeah. Like, the only time you read about that stuff going on in the Bible was niggas had demons on them, right? Yeah, I remember when the dude lurched and fell on the floor and did all that and drooled on himself. And that dude had a demon on him.
Boy.
If you watch the movies like The Exorcist and stuff like that,
yeah,
you hear the sounds that they make when the preacher be preaching, they make the same sounds.
Yeah.
It's like a demon.
Yeah. Because birds of a feather flock together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, read on where you at.
By love unfeigned.
By what?
By love unfeigned.
How do you prove yourself as a minister of the Most High?
By love unfeigned.
By not being fake with your love, man. By when you're involved in something, you put your spirit into it. When you're doing for the Most High, when you're doing for your brothers and sisters, you do it with your spirit involved. You understand? Not fake. Not I showed up, so I'm going to get into heaven. That ain't how it works. He's going to know if you was fake or phony or not. All right? What else?
Verse 7. By the word of truth.
Uh-huh.
By the power of God.
Right. By
the armor of righteousness on the right hand and on the left.
See, you got to arm yourself with righteousness on the right hand and on the left. So you see, since there's a criteria, right? And I know y'all doing the instruction on that, but she got to be listening. It's her question. You see there's a criteria, right? To getting into that sinless life. If you want to live a sinless life, he doesn't just bing, touch you on the head and you're sinless. That ain't going to happen until Christ come back. You understand? The way to get the sinless life is that you got to reject sin. You got to do what it said in James, was it 4:7? Resist the devil and he will flee from you. Well, what does that mean, resist? That means you got to fight against them. Y'all see that? The other one I wanted real quick, 2 Timothy 2 and 5. And then we'll get into the class.
Second Timothy, chapter 2 and verse 5.
Uh-huh.
And if a man also strive for masteries, yet is he not crowned except he strive lawfully.
See? Okay, read that again. Read it slow, though.
2 Timothy, chapter 2, verse 5.
Uh-huh.
And if a man also strive for mastery.
Okay, so we all want to skip to the part that says mastery, right? But what did it say between there? If you do what for mastery?
Strive.
What does that mean to strive?
To put all effort into it.
Okay, put all effort into what, though?
To endure.
Endure what? Put effort into what?
Doing the work.
What is striving?
Being the best.
Being the best at what? What is a strive? What is strife? What is a striving?
Striving just going to something.
Get the definition. Yeah, we can't be signing this contract saying I'm on and con and all that. We don't know what these words mean, man. But you get yourself into something you don't want to, that you want to get out of real quick. That's what happened to us in church, right? That's what happened when you came in the doors of the truth. It was like, wait a minute, church told me I was gonna be on streets of gold with Jesus, right? Where does it say that? At the end? You just skip to the end of the book? Because in between there, it said you got to strive lawfully. And you said, amen, preacher, amen to that, right? Amen to the whole book. Okay, well, amen to what? What does it mean to strive?
Making efforts, exerting the power of body.
Right, go ahead. Exerting the power of body and mind. Okay.
With earnestness, contending.
Contending. No, we got another word we got to look up. Who knows what it means to contend?
To fight.
There you go. Y'all see that? God. When you're striving lawfully, when you're striving for masteries, before we get there, when you're striving for mastery, you fighting for mastery. It's given to you. Where master because you or they.
No, you gotta pay for it.
Yeah, I was. No. Give me your exact address. Find that school and shoot. Master, man. Take all that money. Because to a man, you're not going to be in now you're not going to be just because if you say right, if you do all that right,
except he strive.
Go back according to 1 Peter chapter 4 we just read. What's that, sis? Suffering how?
By fighting the flesh.
By fighting the flesh. Okay, good. But how are we doing? Oh, I'm about to give it away. Read it again. 1 Peter 4 verse 1.
1 Peter chapter 4 verse 1. For as much then as Christ has suffered for us in the flesh.
So how do we got to do it?
Suffer.
We have to suffer in the flesh. How?
Like Christ.
There you go. Like Christ. Like Yahushua did it. You see that? You got to be at least willing in your mind. Get Baruch 4 verse 28. Or no. Ecclesiastes 4 verse 28. You got to be willing already in your mind to do it the way Christ did it. And get Baruch 4:28. It's all good. Who got Ecclesiastes?
Ecclesiastes chapter 4 verse 28.
Read that.
Strive for the truth unto death.
Fight for the truth until what?
Unto death.
How did Christ do it?
Unto death.
How did the apostles do it?
Unto death.
How did all the Maccabees, the kids in the Maccabees, the 7 children do it?
Unto death.
See that? Strive for the truth until death. Go ahead.
And the Lord shall fight for thee.
See? And the Most High will fight for you. If you already got it set in your mind, like it said in Ecclesiastes 2, right? If you already got it set in your mind that I'm going to go ahead and fight until the death, the Most High will be the one to fight for you, man. There's sometimes where, you know, somebody tell me, hey, go do this, go do that, go do this. And I'm like, damn, that sounds like a lot of stuff to do. I don't want to do all that, right? But I'm like, let me just get started on it. Let me stop complaining. Let me stop being lazy. Let me just go get to do it. And then next thing you know, you on the road, and hey, you know what? We already got that handled. Don't worry about it. You're like, dang, all I had to show was a willingness. The Most High made that go away, man. See that? Or you get the bills and you like, oh shoot, well, what we gonna do? We ain't got it. Pray, shoot, I don't know. Hope the bill collector accepts prayer. I don't know what to do. Right? You know what I mean? I wrote you a spiritual check. You didn't get it? You ain't in the spirit, brother. Like, that's all you can do, right? But when he sees that willingness to, instead of freaking out, instead of losing your mind, getting emotional, crying, right? Having a nervous breakdown, you depend on him first. Then you get that call, hey, yeah, we got a credit came in from a check you wrote way back, and it finally came through. And, oh, damn, really? Okay. You know what I mean? Or you shake your pants out and $100 pop out. You go, where the hell that come from? I ain't had $100 for the last 6 years. Right? Like, damn, old as hell too, right? But you got to pay that bill. See that? And that's how the Most High do for you, man. Now you notice I'm not saying all you got to do is put money in the collection plate. No, all you got to do is strive lawfully. See that? And see, that's what people don't like, man. They like to hear at church, oh, all I got to do is show up and pay for my blessing. If you got to pay for a blessing, that ain't a blessing. Y'all see that? If you fight for what you want, that's when you get it. That's when it's worth it. You understand? Anything worth getting is fighting. You fight for it, man. We fought for Israel. He didn't just give it to us. Right? We earned that. David wanted to sit on the throne. He had to fight for that. You understand? Yahushua want to sit on the right hand of the Most High. Okay, you got to fight for that. I ain't just going to give it to you. Tried that before. Right? We already tried that. You messed it up. You got to fight for it now. Y'all see that? Y'all going to have to fight for it. You got to fight for it every day. In faith, believing. The faith is what's going to propel you to fight. You understand? It's going to propel you through the fight. If you don't have faith, that's why he said it's impossible to please him. Hebrews 11:6. He said it's impossible to please the Most High. Why? Because you ain't going to have no fight in you. You understand? Faith is like that Gatorade, man. It's like that water that the boxer gets. You know, that second wind. That's what faith is, man. When you get beat down and you just, sure, I ain't got nothing in my pocket but some faith. That's about it. Right? When you go through stressful situations, your man stressing you out, your woman stressing you out, and all you ain't got a brain cell in your head that can win this argument. Faith. That propels you through that fight. It propels you through that fight against not her, but that fight against doing what the beastly man used to do, the beastly male used to do. You know what I mean? It propels you through that fight in meekness. Saying, you know what? I know the Most High is going to make this pay off if I don't lose my damn temper, lose my damn mind, and uppercut this dude into the quasars. Right? No, if I just be patient and humble and I agree with my adversary quickly and do what he said to do, this is going to work out. Y'all see that? But faith makes you do that. Without faith, you don't please the Most High. Why? Because you become impatient. You won't suffer anything. You won't go through any trials and tribulations because you don't believe that the outcome is anything worth. Y'all see that? You don't believe that what you're fighting for, the prize is worth a damn. Then you become just like Esau, man. Matter of fact, shoot, let's get that. Hold that Baruch 4:28. Matter of fact, read Baruch 4:28 while I get it.
Come, Baruch chapter 4, verse 28.
Uh-huh.
For as it was your mind to go astray from the Most High, so being returned, seek him 10 times more.
See, it was your mind to go astray from the Most High. You left the path, the straight and narrow. You left the fight, right? Now that you're returned, now that the Most High has given you some wisdom and knowledge and took you out the cotton field, and you ain't got to be picking cotton, and you don't have to do these certain things, you ain't got to catch no whip stripes, right? Now that he done brought you back and said, listen, I'm going to give you another chance at it, unless you want to go back into slavery. What you want to do? Slavery, death, persecution, treated like an animal, or read the Bible? I think I'll take that Bible this time around. Bing. Right? Now that you're doing that, though, you got to come 10 times harder. Now you see why they took the Apocrypha. That's too much work. 10 times? Nah, I'm good. Y'all see that? No, you got to do it 10 times harder. You notice everything that is good, you got to do multiplied now, right? Since you left off the Most High, now you got to seek him 10 times more. How often shall my brother sin against me and I forgive him? Until 7 times? No, until 70 times 7 times. Y'all see that? Why? Because now, before it used to be, you used to be cool with your brother, but since you went astray from the Most High, now you got to do it till 70 times 7. You see that? Now you got to do everything applied now. All you had to do was live in, you got to fight it acceptable to the Most High. Y'all see that?
God.
What's going to make you fight, though? What's that?
Faith.
There you go. Faith in what? Okay, faith in Yahushua, faith in Yahweh, but the devil got faith in him.
Faith in yourself.
Faith in yourself, okay, but the devil believes in you. That's why he comes and kick your ass all the time. I'm trying to make y'all use your brains, man. You know, this ain't church. I want y'all to sit there like, hallelujah. God. All right? Abayah.
In the scriptures. In applying the scriptures.
Okay, it's going along with what we just read, man. We just read it, right?
Seeking 10 times.
I don't say faith and patience.
Faith and patience. For what? Faith in what? Bria.
I was going to say I'm fighting 10 times harder when you come out in the world.
Okay, fighting for what?
Oh, okay.
Sis. Huh? Victory, okay.
For the glory that is to be revealed.
There you go, the reward, right? To win, you're fighting to win, right? You're fighting for the victory, you're fighting for the reward, though.
That's right.
Though he promised you, right?
Yes.
That's what you're fighting for. If you don't have faith in that, you ain't going to fight.
That's right.
See that? If you don't believe what that scripture says, that the sufferings of this present time are nothing compared to what's gonna be revealed in you, then you're going to be just like Esau, man. Look at this. Read Hebrews. Hebrews 12. And we're going to go to verse 16.
Hebrews chapter 12, verse 16. Hebrews chapter 12, verse 16.
Go ahead.
Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau.
See, Esau is considered a profane person. Why? Read.
Who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright.
Because for one morsel of meat, one little bit of pottage, right, sold his whole birthright. He was the firstborn. Y'all do know that, right? Out of Jacob and Esau.
God. Esau
was the firstborn. So everything that came to Israel was technically supposed to go to the so-called white man. It was naturally supposed to go to him. He was the firstborn.
Mm-hmm.
But for one bowl of damn, not even cooked all the way pottage, this dude sold his whole birthright. Y'all see that?
God.
That's why we say, well, that's why we know he's the so-called white man, because to this day, the Bible say don't eat your meat with the blood in it, what they do at the steakhouse. Right? Here's the cow. Just cut a piece off. You know what I mean? Here, bite here. We just gonna pull the skin back and you just bite right here.
Just singe it.
Right. No, that's us. Singe it. You know what I mean? Burn the hell out of it, right? Them, they want, listen, I don't even want my cow warmed in the sun. You know what I mean? Like, let me just bite his neck out. Like, what was that movie, Wolf, with Jack Nicholson way back? And they could just jump out a tree. That's Esau, man. They just jump out a tree and eat the deer. Like, that rare. That's how rare I want it. They just show you movie clips like, how rare do you want it? Do you want it wolf rare? Right? Do you want it like it died in the street rare? Like Beverly Hillbillies scooping up some food or out of the street? Or how do you want your meat? Right? Do you want it like that was the Santa Clarita diet? Where she just opens the raw meat and just, you want it like that? You want it at least cut up first? Or you just want it straight out the cow, like suck his blood and everything. But that's what made them profane, man, is that for one morsel of meat, they sold their whole birthright out, man. Because why? Why did he sell his birthright? What was his problem?
It was already designed.
He got
Not necessarily.
He didn't have to fight for it. He just inherited it. Not what you were going for.
No, not saying not what I was going for. Why did he do it? What was his problem?
It wasn't important to him.
He was faint. He thought he was about to die, man.
He got it. He got it. He didn't think it was important. You see that? That's why it says he despised his birthright when you go to Genesis. It says, thus Esau despised his birthright. Y'all see that? Whenever you read about that, it tells you he despised his birthright. He didn't think nothing of it. He didn't think it was worth a damn. Okay, so the God of the universe offered you an inheritance from him. And you sold that out for the booby prize? Yeah. You watch them do it on their little game shows to this day, right? Look, you want the brand new car and the lifetime education for your children? Or what's behind curtain number 3? I'll take what's behind curtain number 3, Jack. You know what I mean? And then what? They pull it back and it's you get a new vacuum. Right? It's like, what the hell did you do? You just gave away your kid's life. You just gave away your kid's whole education for a damn vacuum. See that? Now, and their stupidity goes back to their forefather, man. But he knew what was behind the curtain. It was right in front of him. You want this uncooked meat or the entire planet?
Take the uncooked meat.
Yeah. I'll take that soup, Bob. Okay. There wasn't even a special prize offered at the bottom. Like, at least do it for a bowl of Cheerios with the special prize in it. At least get something out of it, man. But that's why he's considered profane. But see, you're considered the same as him when you do like that. That's why he said, lest there be any profane person among you. Y'all see that? Unless you end up like that. You got to be able to see the prize, see the reward. But that takes faith, man. What's that?
And that's why they use trickery right now against the Israelites.
Yeah.
That's why they have taken your inheritance with trickery.
Yeah, because we know what it's worth.
Yeah,
we know what it'd be worth.
And he know what his sentence is. So they manipulated the Israelites.
Yeah, we knew what it was worth when we were in the belly.
Yeah. And
you know what I mean? Jacob was in there like, I'm getting that birthright. Yeah. We fighting in here. You know what I mean? They was fighting in the belly for the birthright. When Esau came out, Jacob was like, nah, bruh. He was trying to get out first and grab his heel. You see that? We've been known what that was worth from birth. Y'all see that? But that's why Esau beguiles us, man. He tries to trick us. Y'all see that?
And he uses the pastors to do it.
Yeah.
He uses the pastors in the community.
Yeah. He uses everything to do it because we'll sell ourselves. Niggas will sell out for a bucket of chicken, man. We don't seen it. Like literally, there's like video of this dude like getting offered a bucket of chicken to sell out all his homies. And he's like giving away addresses and social security numbers in like 2 seconds. It don't happen in Israel, man. You know, cats sell out for a few bucks, man. Now they don't even do that. Now they used to, like I told y'all the other day, they used to come up to the high priest and try to offer him millions of dollars, man. Now all they do is just offer you some Facebook likes and niggas will sell out. You know what I mean? They don't even gotta have COINTELPRO and a whole section of the government set aside to make niggas sell out against each other now. Now it's like, you know what I mean? You got some chick, we had a brother here before, and we were teaching him and everything, and he was trying to deal with some off-the-wall chick we didn't even know about. Next thing you know, she posted up on Facebook how, like, she loved having sex with me and all the brothers at ISBHPK, and we like, we don't know you. You know what I mean? But it's like, damn, the government didn't offer you no money to do that? No, I just hate that nigga. Wait, you mean the dude that has nothing to do with like your relationship has nothing to do with us, but you gotta put us on blast? Y'all see that? This the madness that our people do because, like the scriptures say, you've sold yourself for naught. You sell yourself for nothing now. Now it don't even take government infiltration and all that. Esau just sit back like, why y'all blaming the feds? That ain't us. That's that nigga. You fight somebody on Facebook, you start calling him an agent and all this stuff like that. Like, he ain't one of ours. We wish we were that good. That nigga just sold out for nothing. We ain't even offer him a job. Ain't no more spook that sits by the door. Ain't none of that. It's just, niggas just sell out. Why? Because they don't have the prize in here. Was it Proverbs 29:18? Is that it?
Got it. Proverbs chapter 29, verse 18. Proverbs chapter 29, verse 18. Where there is no vision, the people perish.
See? That's our people's problem, man. That's why they die off.
Go look at the inner city.
Yeah, that's why they leave the truth. That's why they can't hang when they get in the truth. They can't hang when you actually open the Bible. Because, oh man, I gotta believe in that and fight for that, and then I can't even see it. Niggas will run 400 miles for a gold medal in the Olympics, right? Full sprint. On a little Dixie cup of water to get that little tiny gold medal. That ain't worth nothing. You can't even cash it in. Remember when Muhammad Ali was broke and he was trying to cash his in? That's why he threw the damn thing in the river. Like, it ain't worth nothing. Y'all see that? Or no, he ended up cashing in his belt, right? Yeah. Like, he'll do all that for a belt or a little gold nugget on the end of a chain. But for the kingdom, they'll sell out their mama, man. And for the kingdom, they won't do nothing. Y'all see that? For the blessings of this earth, they'll give up everything and kill their own people. But for the heavenly things, nada. Because I can't see it. I'm sensual. About my feelings, my senses. Where you at?
Proverbs chapter 29, verse 18.
Right, because they have no vision. Y'all see that? They can't see afar off. They can't see the goal, the reward. So they give it up.
Well, where's all the vision that the pastors supposed to be having?
What is what?
The vision that the pastors are supposed to be having. Because I want to say they got a vision. Where is it at?
Oh, they already in their vision. Okay. See, they live their vision off the payment of others, and then the people's vision, right, becomes what the pastor got. Well, ain't that covetousness in the Bible? Yeah, ain't that covetousness in the Bible though? Like, oh, that's why we don't read the Old Testament, because you know what I mean. Covetousness is okay as long as you're trying to be like Pastor Olstein, Pastor Jakes. Yes. Y'all see that? Like that's the vision they give the people, man. They don't give the people the actual vision of the Bible. You understand? But let's hit this. Yeah, we got some time. Let's hit this because it goes right along with what we've been talking about. So go to James chapter 1 verse 22 because the class is about being a forgetful hearer. Army. I'm gonna have to get back to you on that one. I'm gonna have to get back to you on that question. Right now, my brain's not working around that right now. That's okay. There's people. What? I don't know what that means. What happens to kids when Yahushua comes back? Are they automatically part of the elect? No. We just read the scriptures. You must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of the Most High. Everyone's going to have heard. You understand? Everyone's going to have heard. It says their sound and went into the whole earth. All right, so that kid either in this life or in his lives before. You know, because people be like, oh, the kids are innocent. Why is he going to come kill kids? Because, like Job said, whoever perished being innocent. See that? When kids die, they ain't necessarily innocent. There's something they did in their past life. You know what I mean? Like, you can't be Hitler in your last life, live to a nice, good, old, ripe age, and then in your next life expect you as well to get into the kingdom of heaven. No, you're going to have to strive and do better in this life. And if you become a little Hitler again, well, guess what? He going to do to you what he did to him. Again. You see that? So, no, you don't, you know, so far as kids, you know, there's Psalms 137 verse 9 and 10 where he's bashing the little ones against the stones. So, and that's nations and Israelites. You understand?
No.
He said it to the daughter of Babylon. He was going to take and dash their little ones against the stones in Psalms 137. So, you know, there's certain things you got to understand that the Most High is not politically correct. When he went to Joshua, he said, or when he went to Saul and said, "Go utterly destroy the sinners, the Amalekites." He said, "Slay everybody, men, women, children." Right? When he sends out that destruction from Christ, it ain't gonna be no different. And are they gonna be innocent? Because little Billy's gonna be trying to have a sex change at 5 years old. So, are they gonna be innocent? The scripture told you, it's in Daniel, man. Knowledge is going to be increased in the earth. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge will be increased in the earth, right? How do you know? Because I can grab this tablet and give it to my son, and little dude can program it before I even know how to use it. You understand? These cats know. They watching grown-up shows and sitting there following everything. Like, okay, that's deep. You know, you like, what do you mean that's deep? What the hell are you talking? Where you learn that? You're damn 9 years old. What are you talking about? They process quicker now. They getting older at a younger age, exposed to more at a younger age. You understand? So when he comes, it ain't gonna be no innocent. The whole reason knowledge was gonna be increased in the earth was so that nobody's innocent, man. You understand? What's that? What? You had your hand up? No. Oh, okay. Let me get that real quick. It was in yeah, there it is. Daniel 12 and 4.
Daniel chapter 12, verse 4.
All right, this answers the question, what about kids? Are they going to be, are they automatically going to be part of the elect? No, not necessarily. All right? Especially not that elect, man. That elect we're going to have washed their garments in righteousness. Well, there's only one way to become righteous, and we were just reading it in First Peter 4. You got to suffer like Christ did. All right? So he didn't get to just pop out, be a little baby. Yeah, okay, you're my beloved son in whom I am well pleased. Come on up. Y'all see that? No, you want to live that life. All right? Daniel 12 and 4. Read that.
Daniel chapter 12, verse 4. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book.
See, this is the stuff church don't want you to hear, man. They don't want you to hear that oh, baby's going to die? Babies die every day. Y'all go to the abortion clinic and keep them open more than McDonald's. The hell are you talking about? Baby's gonna die. They act like God is unjust because babies die. Wait, hello, ain't you the one that was voting pro-choice? The hell are you talking about? You more of a murderer than Christ. Y'all see that? 14 million black babies from the time Planned Parenthood opened to now? And you're mad at Christ because he ain't politically correct enough to save babies? To save little wicked ass babies that you done told them they have the choice of what to identify with when they're born? You told your baby, you put a pink rattle and a blue rattle in front of him, and the little dude grabbed a pink rattle, and you said, okay, he want to be a girl. Before he can even talk. Oh, he must identify as being a girl. Let's buy him dresses now. Let's stop calling him him. Matter of fact, before we get him circumcised, let's just cut the whole thing off. Tuck it in, turn it into a vagina. Like, what the hell is wrong with people, man? But see, this is the stuff church don't want you to hear, man. This is the stuff society can't swallow, man. Oh, now my loving God, he wouldn't kill a baby. He drowned the whole earth with a flood. What the hell? Did you miss something? Noah's Ark is the most famous story in the damn Bible, and you think he don't kill babies? You think there wasn't no babies there? Think it was just grown people when they came out? No, there was little babies under that water getting eaten by sharks. Get real. You understand? He said in Psalms 137 he was going to reward them as they rewarded us. Right? Well, what does that mean? That means when they was throwing our black asses off them ships in the transatlantic slave trade, and the sharks, African sharks, trailed the boats all the way up to New York because they was eating the men and women and children they was throwing over the side. He gonna do that to Esau. You understand? He kills babies. Get over it. You kill babies all the time. Pro-choice. It's a woman's right to choose. It's her body. Let her do what she wants to with it. No, it's a baby's body, and you letting her do what she wants to it. That's murder. You understand? I don't give a damn how you slice it. That's murder. Like, you want to take a human being, if it has brains that you can suck out with a vacuum, that was a human being. You understand? If it got a head you can cut off with scissors, that was a human being. It ain't a cell no more. You understand? It's not a fetus, an embryo, none of that. You killed a person. But when God does it, what the hell is this? Why is Jesus doing that? You want to cuss people out, man. I'm like, are you serious right now? Your ass just said I can do whatever I want to do. The law don't apply no more. But you won't get mad when Christ come down and splatter babies on rocks. What about the laws done away with? Maybe Jesus believes you. What's that?
You know, speaking of that, this young lady was trying to give me she tried to fool me, talking about she needed to go to OBGYN clinic, right? Right. So when I drove over there, I didn't know no better. I drove over there. When I got over there, I felt this terrible spirit. When I pulled up, there was just people on their knees looking at me, and it was an abortion clinic. So when I pulled up, I said, no, I don't want nothing to do this. You lied to me. So I left, right? And then she called me back, and she called me back, because I told her I'm gone. I'm finna leave with her. She can do what she want. And then she called me back and said, please come back and get me. And she was crying, I can't do it. I can't do it. I said, look, if you don't want that baby, why don't you put it up for adoption? I can't do that, but you can kill it. Right. You say you can't put it up for adoption, but you can go in there and kill it. Again, I'm confused.
Yeah. Oh, that's the easy way out, though. That's the thing. Like I said, church don't tell them you must do much tribulation. So what they figure is, well, rather than deal with the shame of walking around pregnant, right? Rather than shame my parents and be walking around pregnant, I'll just go kill the baby. I'll take the easy way out. I'm not going to go through much tribulation. I'm not going to go through hearing my parents yell at me. You see that? Right. Like, really, they just going to yell at you. What you think they're going to do? Break your neck, shoot you in the face? And then you baby. Well, rather than get. Well, once again, when you open the Bible and it says he's going to do that, that ain't my Jesus. You worshiping the wrong Jesus, man. You like the white surfer boy Jesus, right? You like Kung Fu Grip Jesus or something. I don't know what the hell you worshiping. That ain't the Jesus of the Bible. Y'all see that? Read Daniel 12:4. Just to answer the sister's question. I don't know. Go ahead.
Daniel chapter 12, verse 4. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased.
Right, see? Again, knowledge is going to be increased, right? Now the follow-up question, so all these kids, they be knowing stuff. They be knowing stuff at a young age. But see, now the follow-up question comes, what about special needs Israelites that can't really understand the laws and things? They don't have a fair shot. And can you explain this? Of course. We talked about reincarnation. We talked about these classes where you come back. So in that incarnation, you come back like that because you did something so horrible before. The Most High don't want you to be walking in that life. He wants you to experience life from the eyes of a paraplegic or a vegetable or a person that drools on himself. Why? Because you was doing some funky stuff in your last life. Remember this. Let's go there, man. Let's go there. I think it's in Job. Just remember this. God is not politically correct. All right? He don't fit into your politically correct profile. It just don't happen. He doesn't care about political correctness. Remember he told Moses, he said, move out the way. Moses, I'm going to wipe them out. I'll make a new nation out of you. You think there weren't babies in there? His chosen even. Right? You think there wasn't a couple of special needs and all that in there? There was some short bus kids in there. He was going to wipe everybody out. You understand? Why do you think he made the rules about these type of people can't be in the priesthood? There was dwarfs, crook backs, crooked nose, lepers, all that was going on back then, including special needs, retarded, and all that. And when the flood came, they all drowned. You understand? He's not politically correct, but he is just. You don't just live this life and think you ain't gonna suffer for it in the next one. Matter of fact, this 2 Ezra 7 verse 57 or 56. I'm sorry, we read this before too. While I get this, and you can get Job 4 and 7. All right, get that 2 Ezra, that's 2 Ezra 7 verse 56. See, this is why when we talk about reincarnation, y'all have to watch out because what this says. Read that.
2 Ezra, chapter 7 and verse 56. For while we lived and committed iniquity.
See, while you lived in sin and didn't care what the law said and didn't say that you were gonna do whatever you want. You said you was gonna do whatever you want and screw the Bible, and you was shooting up Bibles in your past life and doing all this stuff, right? You was doing all the wickedness you could, right? While you lived and committed iniquity, go ahead.
We considered not that we should begin to suffer for it after death.
You didn't consider he might reincarnate your ass into a retard, man. You didn't think about that. What did Stephen Hawking do that nigga he's a talking head. He's like the head detective. Like that nigga just, yeah. Right? Like you the most brilliant mind on the planet just stuck into basically a Cabbage Patch head. Like what did he do in the past life? We knew these things. That's why in the New Testament when Christ was going to heal the blind man, he said, who did sin, this man or his fathers, that he was born blind? They knew. They knew he did something. Somebody in his family must have messed up for him to come back like this. Y'all see that? We understood these things. We understand when people are born special, when they're born a certain way, what happened in the past life. You see that? Because there was one king, one of our enemies that they said as your right hand and everything like that made these people childless. He says, so is it gonna be done to you? And he killed that man, right? And then another one, they cut his thumbs off because he was using his thumb to kill people. He would thumbs up and thumbs down. They cut his thumbs off. They made him walk around with no thumbs. So it's like, the Most High will pay you back, and he don't give a damn about how things look. You understand? He did it to Israel, right? So you better follow these laws, statutes, and commandments. Because you have rejected knowledge, I have also rejected you. So don't be like, oh, Yahweh, when they throw you over that ship. Don't just swing low, sweet chariot. You ain't getting nothing. No chariot. Pick that cotton. You earned it. You see that? We got a lot of hands going up. Let me get this scripture, man. I'm going to let y'all get it out, all right? Get that Job.
Job chapter 4, verse 7.
What did I call before that?
Second Ezra 7:56.
Right. While we live in committed iniquity, we consider not that we should begin to suffer for it after death. Right? We didn't think about reincarnation. We didn't think about, damn, I might come back. You was thinking, the Hindus say I come back as a butterfly. I come back as a rat and I get to live in happiness. Or I come back as a Hindu cow. You might come back retarded, man. You might come back with no face. Have you seen them people? There's people walking around with no face, man. Can you imagine that life? Yeah. Just, wow, where do you even breathe out of? You know what I mean? You grow up with an arm coming out your ear somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, what the hell did you do in a past life? See, we want to do it when people get blessed, right? Yeah. Man, you must have did something right in a past life to get all that. Right? Well, we don't say that when people was wicked as hell. Or we don't say it when they come out retarded. We don't see it when they come out and they instantly an amputee or a crack baby or something like that. Yeah. You know what they did. You know what they did. It's showing you right there. Most I don't make no accidents. Y'all see that? Why was you born a hermaphrodite? Because last one you wanted to be a faggot. You was a dude, want to have sex with another dude, so you thought you was a girl. So guess what? You get to be both. Go yourself. What's that sense?
Yeah, people like Hitler, they don't just suffer in the next lifetime. I think they go many generations where they suffer.
Well, you got to get the full story on Hitler. Right. See, America sold you a certain story. Remember, you always got to remember the source. Who told you about Hitler? Well, who told you about Gaddafi? Who told you about Hussein? Who told you about all these things? And then when you find out the truth about him, you're like, ooh, I didn't know they was trying to do that. Like, damn, I didn't know Gaddafi was paying people's way through college, and when people got married, he gave them $50,000 in gold. I didn't know he was doing all that. I thought he was just a bad guy. See that? No, when they told you it was Gaddafi's an evil dictator, so you have to shoot him in the head and jam a pole up his ass? That don't make sense. What part of justice was that? Oh, he wouldn't let you push homosexuality in this country either. There you go. And he wanted to do gold-backed money. And he didn't want to be part of the International Monetary Fund. Okay, now I get it. Same with Hitler. All right. Same with Hussein. All these cats refused the American dollar. You understand? All of them. But they want you to think he was killing 6 million Jews. There was 6 million Jews in all of Europe at that time. You understand? They're lucky if there might have been, I think they said at that time, it might have been about 650,000 in all of Europe. And those are just Jewish. Because in Mein Kampf, Hitler was talking about, if my people want to be like the Jews, I'll make them like the Jews. That's what the ovens were for. He was going to make them black. You understand? We got books. We got the Nazis by Time Life, and to show you Hitler teaching his generals who the real Jews are. And then the fake Jew, he got them with their little yarmulke or with their little silver fox hat on and everything. And he calls them bastards because they have no father to identify with. Everywhere they go, they just take on that nationality. Yeah, there's a book called The 13th Tribe by Arthur Kessler. And in that bookshelf back there is a book called The Nazis by Time Life. All right, we do this. We clear up the lies for you. But yeah, but people like Clinton, oh, that nigga gonna grow up retarded. Oh, you want to make a war on drugs? Okay, you gonna be a crack baby in the next life. You gonna be a little meth head in the next life. If he ain't one now, nigga look like he on meth right now. But read that.
Job chapter 4, verse 7.
Yeah, we'll knock this question out.
Remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent.
See, we got to remember this. Nobody ever perished being innocent. That's how the Most High looks at things. He's just. You understand? Nobody ever perished being innocent. I don't care if it's a little bitty baby, whatever you thought. They did not perish being innocent. Y'all see that? Which is real deep.
Man, I can hear John the Baptist, so to speak. I can hear what he meant when he say repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand.
Yeah.
Listen to these scriptures, I can see what he was saying. That was a long time ago.
Yeah. He knew.
Make straight way his past.
Yep.
But what I wanted to say was about that Ezra, second Ezra, about after death.
Right.
See, they take that out. I don't see how they take it out of it, but then I do see.
Yeah.
Because, man, if people knew that, and they're not teaching that in church, the Jehovah's Witnesses not teaching that, they go on to Ecclesiastes 95 for the dead and conscious of nothing at all.
Right.
So they're not even focused on that right there. I just read that thing, that'll make you want to repent.
Yeah, the dead body isn't conscious of anything but that spirit.
Yeah, man, that's right.
Yeah.
So, I see why they removed that, because they don't want you to know that.
Yeah. Well, see, that's the thing, is as much as they remove this, they still left too much in this.
Yeah.
You understand? Yeah. There's still enough in there. We're reading out of Job. That's the Bible.
Yeah.
Where you learning that nobody that dies innocent. Y'all see that?
Yeah.
He tells you how the righteous live, man. They die old in their beds and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then the ones that don't die like that, they don't perish being innocent. When you read about that 7 holy children in the Maccabees, they telling you, they like, our fathers have done wickedly. Go ahead, chop my arms off, chop my tongue out, fry me alive. Because I deserve it. They knew. They were sitting there like, why are you doing this to us? They were talking to Yahweh like, we're sorry.
Yeah.
We deserve this. That's why I said they died manfully. They died like men because they owned up to their responsibility. You understand? They knew what their forefathers did, and then, people be like, oh, well, we ain't our forefathers. Nigga, yes, you are. You make the same choice Adam did every day. You sell out like Cain, Judas, and Esau every damn day. You know what I mean? We read these stories and oh, I wouldn't do that. You know what I mean? Then the next day you call a brother, where you at? I was, oh man, my girl's house. You sold out for a girl. What you mean you wasn't gonna sell out for the red meat? You sold out for the pink meat. What the hell you talking about? The color, just because the color changed don't mean you ain't sold out. What's that, sis?
Oh, I just wanted to, you was going to go to a scripture in Daniel?
Daniel 12:4, we went there.
Okay.
Where you at?
Job chapter 4, second precept.
Or
last precept.
We'll read it again, from the top.
From the top.
Remember,
I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent.
Right, see? He's so if we continue to come back and I was to come back blind and can't walk and judgment comes while I'm like that, do I come back as a kid in the kingdom or does reincarnation stop after judgment? Nah, you're gonna come. That's where you read about Christ saying we shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. Let's get that real quick.
Excuse me.
Yep.
It was one verse, man. Right after that, when they reading in Job. That's a very powerful verse.
What is it?
It say in verse 8 of Job chapter 4, verse 8.
Mm-hmm.
He say, even as I have seen they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same.
Yeah. They that plow iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same.
You can't get by.
Right? The Most High is not mocked. Whatsoever a man sow, that shall he also reap. You come back retarded, special needs, 3 legs, 1 leg, a tail, you reap that. You sowed that. You understand? That ain't something he was just unjust. And why is Most High doing it? It's like certain thing, you know, like I look at my life before the truth and I'm like, okay, I understand why I got this. It's messed up, you know what I mean? I would wish what I got on the enemy, but I understand. I know what I did. You understand? I know what I did in this life, much less a past life. So I gotta just be saying, yeah, His grace is sufficient for me, because for the things I've done in this life that I know about, I already know I deserve worse than this. Y'all see that? So, much less a past life. If this is me getting better through time, right? I must have been a heathen in the world, or back in the day. You understand? Where we at? Yeah, hold that. 1 Corinthians 15, verse 51.
1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 51.
Let me know when y'all got it.
Go on.
And these are just questions coming in on the text right here. I don't know if y'all probably ain't seen them. So if we continue to come back, and I was to come back blind and can't walk, and judgment comes while I'm like that, do I come back as a kid in the kingdom, or does reincarnation stop after judgment? All right, read that.
1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 51. Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed.
See, we're not all going to die, but we all will be changed. So that means if you came back blind because he was whooping your ass for looking at women in the last life, and looking at dudes in the last life, or looking at stuff you wasn't supposed to look into for the last life, right? Then when he comes, if you was being faithful in this life and you was fighting and striving for masteries with faith, right? Then he gonna give you that sight back. He gonna change that mortal body, man. You understand?
Got it.
All that's gonna be changed. So if you came back and he gave you a patch of hair, you know what I mean? You look like Damon Wayans on the Around the World in the Half Snap, right? You had to wear a hat on your little puff of hair, right? If you came back like that, you gonna be changed. You understand? Whatever he left you in, we all got messed up bodies. Don't act like being blind is the worst thing that can happen. All right? This nigga's trying to identify with being blind and pouring bleach in their own eyes right now. So being blind is not the worst thing that can happen to a person. You understand? You see messed up stuff and what they call mutations and things like that on people every day. And you got to just think to yourself, like, what the hell? Jesus don't like you. What happened?
And then you're grateful for what you have.
Yeah.
You're grateful for your health.
Right? Like they said, I was sad because I had no shoes until I saw the man that had no feet. Right? You become more grateful for what you have. Y'all see that? But see, that's the thing, is a lot of our people, they're not going to care about those things, man. And so they're not going to take heed and consider that they might suffer for it in the next life. Y'all see that? Jeremiah, you had your hand up? Wait, say it again?
I was saying too though that sometimes when we see people lame and stuff like that, it ain't because somebody had sinned, but that the Most High may be glorified.
There you go. And that's the same thing he told the man that was born blind. Nobody sinned. It was at the glory of the Most High. Now, if a man like Christ or a man with those powers don't come and tell you in the name of Yahweh, be seen again, or be grow your head on straight, or whatever is wrong with you, then obviously the Most High meant for you to be messed the hell up like that. Y'all see that? For whatever reason, if it was to teach you humility because you was proud as hell in your last life, then that's what you gonna live with. What's that?
But you know, the Bible have forewarned us. The Bible help, and I appreciate the Bible have forewarned us.
Right.
Even look at the one that's born in perfectly good health. You've been forewarned. The Bible told you don't learn none of the ways of the oppressor. And then you go and you do all these things that God told you not to do when you're young. When you get old, man, you got your legs, your ankles that big. You can't hardly walk.
Right.
You got bandage, you got to change it. You got pulse oozing out of them. The Bible say who's so to the flesh will be corruption.
Right. Well, you know, this question that she's asking is basically on the same lines as like, okay, well, if everybody's, you know, is he going to kill babies and stuff like that? Are they going to be part of the elect automatically? No, that's not going to be how it is. Okay, well, if you come back and you reincarnate as a baby and he still bats you against the stones, okay, well then, what if I was born blind or amputee or retarded or something like that? Well, you was born that way for a reason.
Well, what about the Deuteronomy?
What's that?
The fourth and fifth generation, 34th, with that, the sins of the fathers be upon the church of 34th generation.
Right. Nah. When you read Ezekiel, I think it is. He said, "No longer will the children, the fathers eat a sour grape, and the children's teeth be set on edge." We are not. Every man's gonna suffer for their own sins. You understand? So now you're doing that for your own sins. Now, he already put the butt whooping on us with slavery and all that for the sins of our forefathers. He already did that. This time of awakening, no. Now you're accountable for yourself. Let every man seek out his own soul salvation. You understand? So everyone now is responsible for their own soul salvation.
Last question. So that went back to what Jesus told the rich man in the parable about the rich man Lazarus. Let him hear Moses and the prophet. They ain't convinced through them.
There you go.
They ain't gonna be convinced.
Right. Over here and then over there. Xander, you had your hand up?
I think my question was when he was talking about being glorified, the Most High, like if someone's born blind or you stand. What does that mean? What did you mean by that?
So that the glory of the Most High could be shown,
right.
Because that was for that purpose, that Christ would come and heal him. You understand? So the Most High set all that up. Oh yeah, okay, you're gonna be born blind just so Christ can one day come and I can show my glory through him. That's it. You know what I mean? Well, you know, you got two reasons that Christ would have said that. All right. It ain't none of y'all niggas' business what happened to his family. You don't know him, then you don't need to speculate. You know what I mean? So remember, Christ spoke on many levels, but he told him, you know, he didn't lie either. So he told him, no man sinned. It was so the glory of the Most High could be known. All right. Same reason he said in Romans 9, he lifted up Pharaoh. Why? To show his power. So Pharaoh was hard-headed and wouldn't let his people go. Why? Because I'm trying to show off. All right. And since you're a nation, I don't give a damn about you. I'm just going to use you as an example. What's that?
On the flip side of it too, when you do good things in this lifetime.
Yeah, that carries over.
Yes, in future generations and yourself.
Yeah.
In future lifetime.
As when you see the people, man, they lucky everywhere they go. You know, me, I watched one of the sisters. She, you know, we was in Vegas one time. The sister wanted to hit the machines down there or the craps table, man. I'm like, I don't even know how to play craps. This is just hit it. Go to the roulette wheel, hit it, like everything. Just I'm like, wow, I'm bringing you everywhere. I ain't even bet no more. You know what I mean? But it's like, you know, there's certain people where it's just like things they mess with is blessed. Everything is blessed. Why? Because of something they did? Nah. Might be something they did before. You see that? And the Most High just make things open up for them in this life. And they got their own struggle. See, remember, it's still in this life. You still gonna be in some kind of struggle. It's just gonna be a different level for everybody else. Y'all see that?
Come.
What else we have? That was a lot of questions. Did I have another scripture y'all was holding? All right, so hopefully that answered those questions. Do we have any more on the page? We got none on the page. This is all class. Can you explain John 9:3? Read that. And can you send her the? She leave? If you could send her the reincarnation class, we've done a few of them, but you could send her one of those videos so they can get all the questions on the reincarnation. for Angel Marie. Go ahead.
St. John chapter 9, verse 3. Christ answered, neither had this man sinned, nor his parents, but that the works of God should be made manifest in him.
Right, so that's what we were talking about. That the works of the Most High could be made manifest in him. So that's what we just you were just asking the same question, right? Yeah, that's what we were just answering that sister's question on that story. And this is the scriptures. So St. John 9:3 is showing you that these people knew that somebody in his family must have done something wrong for him to be born blind, right? But Christ was like, no, not in this case. In this case, it's just so the Most High can be magnified. Y'all see that?
So, a child could be born lame or blind or anything like that because of something their parents did.
Yeah.
But
well, no, not now. Not now. No. Not now. But back then, yeah.
Okay.
Now, you're suffering for your own sins.
Okay.
For something you did as when you were your grandparents or your great grandparents.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
A lot of that time you could just look through your family tree and be like, damn, my grandpa did what? Okay. You know what I mean? That's why I was born like this. That's why I messed up. My great grandpa did what? Oh man. I was at the movie Hitch. That movie Hitch when he took her to the Liberty Island and he went through the book.
Grandpa was a rapist.
Yeah, the butcher of Cadiz. Oh, yeah. Oh, I thought he just sold meat. Nah. He used to kill people, chop them up. You know what I mean? What's that, sis?
That saying still holds, like when a child is 12 years old, before 12 years old, it goes on with parents.
Yeah, it goes on who he was in that past life. All right, so does it still hold when, before they're 12 and all that? That goes on who he was in that past life. All right, that's kind of the same question that she was asking about, babies and being born a certain way and stuff like that. That happened from your past life. All right. But yeah, she's posting the video links for the reincarnation classes we've done. We've done a few of them. All right, even Bob from San Antonio, Priest Bob from San Antonio did one. So we've done quite a few of those. I know Kazaki's did like 2. I think I did 1. I know we did a cable show on it. So it should be at least 4 or 5 of those. All right, let's see. So what was that one I called for the class?
John 9:3.
No. James 1 verse 22 for the forgetful hearer. So all those questions come to bear for this class anyway. All right, and you'll see them. It'll start to pop in your brain why the Spirit had to hit a lot of these scriptures. Get James 1 and verse 22.
James chapter 1, verse 22. Come, you have it.
Because see, what the problem with a forgetful hearer has lost the vision. They've lost the faith. You understand? They didn't keep those promises up here in their head. They didn't keep it in their heart, their mind. You understand? So that's why they're called forgetful hearers. But let's read it.
James chapter 1 and verse 22. But be ye doers of the word, and not hearers only.
So we got to be doers of the word. You understand? Another one you hardly hear in church. Oh, we got to do this? I can't just sit here in the pew and just kumbaya myself into heaven? No, it don't work like that. You got to be a doer of the word and not a hearer only. You see that? Read on.
Deceiving your own self.
Right. Don't fool yourself and think just because you heard it, you're getting in. Well, I sat through all the pastor's sermons, all through the Super Bowl and everything. Why you ain't let me in? Because you never did it. You never did what was said. Y'all see that? You never did what you were supposed to be reading. Go ahead.
For if any be a hearer of the word.
If any is a hearer of the word, go ahead.
And and not a doer.
And not a doer. Read.
He is like unto a man beholding his natural face in a glass.
Right.
For he beholdeth himself.
See, you're like the man beholding his natural face, not the made up face, not the I washed my face, not the I got all the crust out my eyes and picked the pounds of earwax out my ears. Not that guy. No, you're the one that is beholding his natural face, the I just woke up face, right? You're like that guy. You look in the mirror in the glass, right? And then what happens?
And go his way.
And you walk out the bathroom. Go ahead.
And straightway forget what manner of man he was.
Right, you walked out, didn't change nothing. You was like, oh, that's me, okay. You forgot you had slob dripping all down your face. You had eye crust. You had, the mouth crust in the side, right? You had all them problems, beard all messed up and everything like that. Ear, nose hair growing together, turned into dreadlocks. You had all that going on, right? And you just, I ain't even thinking about what manner of man I am right now. You understand? He leaves, he looks in this Bible. This type of man looks in the scriptures, and it tells him all about how messed up he is. It tells him he's a liar, and he's a cheat, and he's a thief, and he's a effeminate, and all these things. And he's like, yeah, okay, I'm good. It walks out without changing anything. You don't do anything. So guess what? You like that natural man that saw his face in that glass, and you just walked out and kept yourself just as is. I'm fine just the way I am. Jesus knows my heart. Y'all see that? Read on. Who had it? Oh, go ahead.
For he beholdeth himself. Oh no.
25.
Verse 20. James chapter 1 and verse 25.
Uh-huh.
For whoso looketh into the perfect law of liberty.
So whosoever looks into this book, go ahead.
And continueth therein.
And walks in it. Go ahead.
He being not a forgetful hearer, but a doer of the work, this man shall be blessed in his deeds.
See, this is the type of person that's going to be blessed. He that endures to the end. He that goes through much tribulation. He that does the work and not just talks about it. You understand? Or just hears about it. No, this person keeps the knowledge, keeps the wisdom in his brain, keeps it in his heart. You understand? And he does it. He works toward that goal, toward those promises. Y'all see? Read on.
If any man among you seem to be religious and bridle not his tongue.
See, so if anybody seem like they about that Bible life and yeah, I'm all about the truth. I'll die for the truth. But they don't know how to control their own mouth. They don't know how to keep certain things from popping out of their stupid mouth, like what other people's business is and what they do in the bed and what they, you know what I mean? If they ain't able to keep control over their mouth, go ahead.
But deceiving his own heart.
Right, and then they fool themselves. They like to lie to themselves. Oh, I'm fine. There ain't nothing wrong with me. Okay, then why did the Most High not translate you? Why he keep you on earth? If ain't nothing wrong with you, why he got you reading this Bible? Why he got you with us? Why ain't you sitting on the right hand of Christ, the Most High? Huh? Read on.
This man's religion is vain.
See, this man's religion is useless. All his talking is nothing. Y'all see that? Read.
Pure religion and undefiled before God and the Father is this.
What is pure religion? What is that man that wants to become a teacher, a preacher, a apostle, a deacon, a bishop, whatever you want to call it? What's that man? What kind of religion, what kind of conversation is he about? What is his life about? Read.
To visit the fatherless and widows in their affliction.
See that? He visits the fatherless and widows in their affliction. He ain't all about himself. He's not selfish. He's about doing for others. You understand?
God.
Go ahead.
And to keep himself unspotted from the world.
And to keep himself unspotted from the world. He's about that life. If his religion is real. It's funny because they read this in church. They read this, but they won't tell you about the unspotted part. They won't stress that. Well, if we really religious, if we really about this Bible, that means we got to be unspotted. Why? Because people are watching my example. People are seeing what I do, and they might follow it. Y'all see that? Was that it?
Right.
Go to Proverbs 3, verse 1. Because we just found out we not supposed to be forgetful hearers, man. You know, you got sisters, brothers, you know, you tell them something, and then the next day it's like, dude, were you in class? I talked for 3 hours on this. How you mess up on... Like, we just talked about this. Then we talk after class, me and you. And then we talk, you know what I mean? It's like, you go do the next day, and the first, we just talked about your big mouth last night. We just talked about how your temper is going to get you in trouble. And the first person that said anything, any kind of negative, it wasn't even negative against you, you popped off and wanted to fight him. You know what I mean? Like as soon as your coworker came in, you know, it's like, oh no, we can catch me outside. How about that? Like, I just wanted to know if you wanted cream in the coffee. What you talking about? Asking all the questions, right? Like, what's your problem? You see that? How you forget everything we just talked about? Y'all understand?
God.
That's why it says this man's religion is vain, man. If you want to keep forgetting everything that is told to him, look, be here on time, do this, do that. Oh, I forgot I was supposed to do that. We just talked about it, right? This man's religion is vain. His lip service, his flapping his gums, that's all he's doing, man. You understand? Read on.
Proverbs chapter 3 and verse 1. My son, forget not my law, but let thine heart keep my commandments.
See, don't forget the law. Let your heart, let your mind keep the commandment. Keep the things that are told to you. Y'all see that? These are things that the Most High is requiring from Israel, man. We got to stop being in these 3-4 hour classes and then failing the next day, man. You're in a 4-hour class on faith, and then the next day you like, I don't know what I'm going to do. Like, I don't get it. Like, you got the SAT prep the day before. You know what I mean? And it wasn't even the SATs. It's just one question. Yeah, one answer to remember. And you got one question the next day. And you didn't put them together. How the hell do you survive life? Like I said, that's the same. And then we say, oh, if I was Eve, I wouldn't have done that. And the hell you would. But she had one commandment. Don't eat that. And what she do the next day? She ate that. Y'all see that? Then Adam had one commandment. And what did he do when she offered it to him? He ate that. We would all do that. We all do that every day, man. I see it. You know, as a leader of a camp, we see it every day. It's like, weren't they in class? I gotta ask brothers, like, was that brother in class last night when we talked about this? Dude, we just do a training on it? We did a training on it. We just talked for 4 hours, 5 hours, and then extra, and then what the hell does he need? What does the sister need, man? We just talked about being a hoe and all this stuff like that, and now she off to the next one already. It don't make no damn sense. Where they had it? Go ahead.
It takes a while to form a habit, and you make mistakes until you get it right.
Yeah, the just man falls 7 times, right? But see, here's the thing. It says he riseth up again. And the sinner fall, and the wicked fall to their own mischief. What is their mischief? Their mischief is, I'm gonna act like I didn't remember that. I don't remember you said that. We're gonna go into a scripture on that in the book in the Ecclesiastes. All right, what you had?
It was related to her question for the people that really just be striving and trying hard to do what's right,
Yeah.
and they do wrong. Like why?
Yeah, get that. Get that Proverbs, man. Just man falls 7 times.
Proverbs chapter 24, verse 16.
Ah, God.
God.
Bro, they ate you with the Kermit the Frog.
Proverbs chapter 24, verse 16. For a just man falleth 7 times.
So Proverbs what?
Chapter 24, verse 16.
Proverbs 24:16. Read that.
For a just man falleth 7 times, riseth up again.
And he rise up again. He rise up to what? He rise up to try to do righteousness again. You understand? He don't sit there like, well, let me make up an excuse. Let me make up a reason why I didn't do it the way it was just told to me. Y'all see that?
God.
That's what the righteous get back up. They fall one time, they get back up. They try it again. They might fall again. Okay, I'm gonna try. And they keep doing it until they can stay on their feet. Y'all see that? And then they don't fall over the same exact thing over and over again. That's a forgetful hearer that does that. Hey, there's a giant sinkhole at the corner of Bissonnette and Braeswood, or Gessner and Braeswood. All right, watch out when you leave the school because it's in the right lane. And it's a giant sinkhole and will swallow your entire car up. So it's class over. We get done with the prayers. Amen. Shalom. Yeah. Right? All right. See you later. The hell have I just told you? Okay, for you once, shame on me, right? But hey, that same sinkhole ain't been fixed yet. You just got your car back from the repair. The sinkhole's still in the right lane. The one that traumatized you and gave you a concussion. That one. Watch out for that. The one you lost almost your whole car over. All right, shalom, y'all. Okay, fool you twice, shame on you. You know what I mean? Like that's on you now. You just don't care. You see that? Well, the Most High blessed me with another car. So that's how you gonna do it? You just gonna keep crashing them? So he keep blessing you? Is that how that works? Nah. You understand?
God.
Yeah, right. The just man's gonna fall 7 times. It's gonna be over different things. It ain't gonna be over the same damn thing over and over. That's an idiot. You understand? That's a fool. Y'all see that?
God.
He's just rejecting the knowledge. And that's Israel's problem. All right? When you go to Hosea 4:6, why did we get destroyed? For lack of knowledge. And then he said, because you have rejected knowledge. Y'all see that?
God.
Well, what does that mean? That means he was telling us so many times, right? Like he said, all day long have I stretched forth my hand to a rebellious and gainsaying people and stiff-necked people, right? So all day long he was telling them, watch out for the pothole. Watch out for the pothole. Oh my God. Angels, I'm tired. Can you go tell them to watch out for the pothole? They wanted to have sex with you. Are you serious? That's what happened? Oh, okay. Jesus, can you go down there and tell them watch out for the pothole? They put you on a cross. You back already? There's only 33. He was only down there 33 years. You know what? Screw them, man. Let them all be in the pothole. Y'all see that? Every time he was always telling us, man, and we just flat out rejected it. And this is the type of person that falls to their own mischief. That's their mischief, is they just flat out reject. You see that? But no, just man, how does he become just? He goes through the trials and tribulation, he falls flat on his face, and another brother's there to pick him up, or another sister's there to pick her up, and then she rolls on. Y'all see that?
God.
And doesn't make that mistake over and over and over. Somebody else had their hand up? No. All right, where we at?
Verse 16, Proverbs chapter 24, verse 16.
Right. So we finished that, right?
Go
ahead.
But the wicked wicked shall fall into mischief.
Right, yeah. Oh, okay. Thought I had somebody holding something. So I'll go from there. Go to Ecclesiasticus in your apocrypha. We're going to go to 6 verse 18. Then you're going to jump to 26. And then you're going to jump to 35.
Ecclesiastes chapter 6. You said 13, right? 18.
6 verse 18, then
18.
26, then 35.
My son, gather instruction from thy youth up.
Do what?
Gather instruction.
Gather what?
Instruction.
So what are you supposed to be getting to yourself?
Instruction.
Right, you're supposed to be getting instructions. This is how you do things. B-I-B-L-E, basic instructions before leaving earth, right?
God.
This is it. Go ahead.
From thy youth up.
From the time you're a baby to the time you die. Go ahead.
So shalt thou find wisdom till thine old age.
That's how you're going to find wisdom in your old age. All right. Now go to the next one.
Come unto her as one that ploweth and
Verse
soweth.
26.
Verse 26. Come unto her with thy whole heart.
See, you come under wisdom with your whole mind, with everything you got. Go ahead.
And keep her ways.
And keep her ways. Keep the ways of wisdom. What does it mean to keep something?
Hold on to it.
You hold on to it, okay.
Practice it.
You practice it. Till when?
Forever.
Yeah, till somebody says stop, right? If you're smart, if you got any kind of brains in your head, you don't just keep it to, you wanted me to keep your car? Oh, okay, my bad. I just left it on the street corner. I thought you just loaned it to me as long as I wanted it. Well, you could have at least gave it back. Y'all see that? No, our job's not to do that. Our job is to keep the ways of the Most High forever. This is the law. This is the book of the law of the Most High, the law that endures forever. Right? Baruch 4:1. Read.
With all thy power.
Keep her ways how?
With all thy power.
How are you supposed to keep wisdom?
With all thy power.
Forget it the very next day.
All thy power.
Forget it the next hour.
All thy power.
Don't give a damn about it.
With all thy power.
Keep her ways with all your power. You understand? There shouldn't be no days off. I'm an Israelite today, but I'm a wicked nigga the next day. I'm a wicked little heathen the next day. You understand? It shouldn't be no time like that. You should be that man that esteem every day alike. Where you at?
Verse 26.
Hit the next one. You finish 26? 35.
Ecclesiastes chapter 6 and verse 35. Be willing to hear every godly discourse.
See, be willing to hear every godly discourse. Go ahead.
And let not the parables of understanding escape thee.
See, that's the time limit. That's the time frame that you're supposed to keep that wisdom. You're never supposed to let it escape you. Y'all see that? Don't let it escape. Keep the wisdom. Don't let it escape. But what's the problem? Look, okay, we told you this yesterday. We just had class on this. There's 90,000 YouTube videos on it. I don't get it. What is it gonna take? Okay, we told you stop chasing them hoes, man. You keep chasing the hoes. You keep ending up at the clinic. I don't understand what's your problem. You want the whole thing to just shrivel up and fall off? I don't know what you want to happen. Sis, your whole womb is a pit of destruction. I don't understand how many niggas you gonna let run through that. Just close your legs. Do what the wisdom is telling you. Stop trying to make everybody your husband. What's the problem? How do you forget this from day to day? And then we can't get mad. We can't do that. I told you so, because that's just all you wanted to do was say I told you so. Okay, never mind. Like, no, all I wanted to say was congratulations, you passed the test, but you failed again. You had one question. I gave you the one answer, and you still got it wrong. And the test was a multiple choice. So Like, true or false, yes or no. Do it or don't do it. Right. How I give you? Okay. It wasn't Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, right? It wasn't nothing like that. You got 4 different answers. Listen, we're going to talk about rage and anger all 4 hours of class. Tomorrow your test is on what? This person's making me angry. What do? Well, I got 2 answers to choose from. Fly off in a rage and try to hurt somebody, or calm the hell down. What do I choose? I think I'll take A. I think I'll just fly into a rage and fail this test on purpose. Like, you gotta be retarded. Y'all see that? You gotta be out of your damn mind to just, you only got 2 answers to choose from. You understand? That's why he said about the profane person like Esau. It's like, birthright, pottage. Birthright, pottage. You got 2 things to choose from. You just came back from hunting and you're a cunning hunter. That means he probably came back with a deer strapped to his back. He was going to eat. I don't remember what this birthright thing was about. I didn't keep and retain what Isaac used to tell me my whole damn life. So I know what this is worth. I didn't keep and retain what Grandpa Abraham used to tell me my whole damn life about how good this promise is. You got to remember, Esau was alive while Abraham was alive, while his father Isaac was alive. You understand? I mean, shoot, while Lot was alive, Lot could have told him, look, don't mess up. I just watched 5 cities just get burnt to the ground. Like, it ain't a joke. Like, nigga, go ask Uncle Lot if you want to give up the inheritance. Y'all see that? You just watched 5 cities get burnt up for some booty, man. Hey, do you really want to sell your birthright for pottage? He had all that wealth of information, right? But he didn't want to retain the information in his brain. Y'all see that? You want to be a forgetful hearer. We can't be like that, man. That's how we lose our prize. What else? Where we at? Ecclesiastes 19, verse 26.
We have 35. Just finished 35.
Yeah, 19, verse 26.
Gone. Ecclesiasticus chapter 19, verse 30. You said 26 or 30?
26.
Verse 26.
Come on, forgetful hearer. I just said it. Y'all, go ahead.
There is a wicked man that hangeth down his head,
See,
sadly.
The wicked man does this. He hangs his head down sadly. Go ahead.
But inwardly, he is full of deceit.
Right, inwardly he's full of crap. Why? Read.
Casting down his countenance.
Because he hangs his head down and puts his face to the ground. Right, go ahead.
And making as if he heard not.
And doing what?
Making as if he heard not.
See that? He acted like he didn't understand. I ain't heard that before. That's new to me. Why am I going through this? I don't understand. Yeah, you do. The answers to the test was last night. The answers to the test was this morning. How the hell you failed 2 hours later? Even better, we let you write the answers down. You got a cheat sheet that you get to put in your own handwriting that we give you for when the Most High tests you tomorrow. And it's an open book test. God, how stupid are we? That's why he called us sottish children, man. You know what sottish means? Read sottish. Somebody give me the definition of sottish. I think it is S-O-T-T or S-O-D.
S-O-D.
Yeah. He called us sottish children, man.
S-O-D?
You got it. Sottish. S-O-D-D-I-S-H.
It means stupid or very foolish children.
Stupid or very foolish children. All right? He called us sawdust children. Why? I gave you the answer to the test. It's open book every day. There is at no point where we do what the church says, let's close that Bible and deal with reality. No. This is reality. I'm giving you the instructions for reality, and you can open the instructions anytime you want. Then I gave you people to help you make sense of the instructions, just in case you're too unlearned to understand. How did you not listen to any of that? Y'all see that?
God.
You're a forgetful hearer, man. You have a problem. You have an issue. Now, you got to be careful, because this is the last one I want to hit. I think class is about to be over. We're going to have to skip a lot of scriptures I wanted to get. Or maybe not. Go to Romans 1, verse 18. You know what? Yeah, go to Romans 1, verse 18.
God.
This will be it. We'll go through this, and then that'll be it.
Romans chapter 1, verse 18.
You got it? All right.
For the wrath of God is revealed from heaven against all ungodliness.
See, why? Why is the wrath of the Most High coming down on Israel so hard, man? Why is, like the person said, why is people being born blind? Why are we getting shot in the streets? Why are we getting destroyed for our iniquities, man? Go ahead.
And unrighteousness of men who hold the truth in unrighteousness.
Right, especially against the wrath is especially against the ones that hold the truth, man. You got these brothers, you got brothers and sisters that know the truth, but still do unrighteousness, still won't do right. That's insane, man. You know the truth, the pages of breakdowns, the understanding, the thing is unraveled for you and shown to you every day, right? But you still do unrighteousness. You still do what you feel like, what you want to do, instead of what's written. Y'all see that? So the wrath of the Most High is going to come down on you. If you become a forgetful hearer, that wrath comes down on all unrighteousness. It don't matter. You be like, well, I ain't the nation, so he ain't going to do me like that. The hell he won't. Judgment's going to begin at the house of the Most High first. What the hell are you talking about? He gonna sweep his own house first. You don't. When you want to do spring cleaning, you don't start at the top of the block. Go clean all the neighbors' houses, then your dirty ass house, right? You clean your house first. Then you look at the neighbors like, oh, y'all filthy, right? That's how you do it. You clean your house first. The Most High gonna clean His house first. Why? Because we the ones that hold the truth, man. That's what He said in Romans 9, right? That it was entrusted to you. To you pertain the law and the adoption and the service of God. So He started at His house first. He gonna clean His house first. So if you're doing unrighteousness in His house, you got to go. You understand?
Come.
Read on.
Verse 19. Because that which may be known of God is manifest in them.
See that? See, we read this Romans, man, and we always want to talk about the fags and the homosexuals and all this stuff is coming on them and everything like that. But when we started out, he's talking about brothers and sisters, man. He's talking about you Jews, you Israelites. Y'all see that?
God.
That you are the ones that are not holding the truth rightly. You're the ones that have been given the laws, the statutes. You're the ones the Most High made Himself manifest to. The Peters that are walking on the water and you're sinking because you lose your faith. Because you what? You don't see the value in the prize. Y'all see that?
God.
You're those ones that he's making things manifest to every day. Look at this. Look how I made this situation work out for you. Why the hell are you acting like I'm going to carry you through this one? I just saved you from over here. Is that not stereotypical genetic Israel? We barely shook the dust off our feet from the damn bottom of the Red Sea. Got out on the other side talking about, I'm hungry. Moses, where's the food at? You didn't just see, I parted the Red Sea. What you think? We'll make a hamburger. We can do whatever. Why are you crying? Like, what's your problem? Okay, quails rain down from heaven to feed everybody until they belly want to bust open. And then y'all crying about water. Oh my God, Jesus. The quails, the Red Sea, none of that is clicking with y'all. He just killed all the firstborn in Egypt. None of that. The 10 plagues. We lived through all that. What are y'all forgetting? This is genetic Israel, man. This is stereotypical Israel, man. We can forget. We can literally, as we get on the other side of the sea, all we did was cross the damn street and forgot what the hell he did when we was in the bad neighborhood. Huh?
I was thinking about that verse how it says in prosperity there's a forgetfulness of poverty.
Right. Like we forgot you just got out of slavery. The Most High just delivered you out of slavery. You think he can't feed you? What's that, sis?
I was just trying to understand like why does it have to be like that with the Israelites, like seeing with their eyes what goes down and then continue doing whatever.
Why does it doesn't have to be. Remember that we're destroyed for one, for lack of knowledge. And then we're gonna see what was up with that knowledge. How we lacked it. Is it just because of ignorance and nobody told us? No. Alright? We got destroyed because we didn't want to retain it. We didn't want to keep the knowledge. You understand? We rejected it. So it doesn't have to be that way. If we bow our ear, we can be taught. You understand? If we keep the commandments, we can learn. We'll get wisdom. That's the scriptures we just went over. But Israel's problem, they're too forgetful. They're too much of a what have you done for me lately generation. You see that? Like I said, you got people that you see it every day. Niggas, man, I just loaned you my car and now you talking bad about me. Weren't you just living in my house? Now you talking all this mess? Like we got a sister on Facebook who's like, who did a half-hour video against camps, but at the same time, a brother from a camp let her live in his house for months, and she gonna get upset because I think he asked her for a part of some money she got in to help pay for a car that he was riding her around in, like. And she was living in the house rent free. Like, okay, you found that one thing to piss on. For all the good he did to you, you found one reason to just use him as a damn toilet. And then piss on the camp that spawned him and spawned that generosity. Y'all see that? That's typical Israel, man. We're the camp known for that. We're the camp known for just getting crapped on, man. We do for everybody, you know. We pick a lady off the damn bus station while we're street teaching. She see we broke. We got a donation bucket in front of us. I'm homeless. I need a place to live. Well, come on. We can let you live in the school at least. Then I jump in, my dumb ass. No, she gonna be sleeping on the floor. Let her stay at the house, man. At least she got the couch over there. She can stay in the living room. Her and her son. Give about 2 weeks of that, and they over there talking bad. Oh, he treats his dogs bad and da. Like, okay, now I gotta sit there and explain this to people. Like, first of all, the 2 little hoe dogs I had ran around the block getting screwed by every other dog, so they dug up under the fence that I was trying to secure for them getting out. They got out. Had sex with every dog on the block. Ended up having 17 babies. I didn't know what the hell to do with. You got chicks going to Planned Parenthood for one baby. Ready to kill a whole human being because they got pregnant with one baby. I got 17 damn puppies dumped on me at once. Plus the 3 dogs I already had. But he treats those dogs so bad. Okay. But I treated you good. Put you in my house. Fed you off my food, off my family's food if you needed it. Y'all see that? We the camp known for this. The whole camp opened their arms to this person that they met on the street. I hadn't even met her. I opened my house to her. Y'all see that? But we the camp known for that. We take a brother in, you know what I mean? He damn near homeless, ain't got nothing but the shirt on his back. We give him clothes, give him a job, whatever. And he said that, y'all just using me. For what? A doorstop? I don't. What the hell are we gonna use you for? You smell like a bum. We gave you a shower. What? We needed your dirt? What the hell wrong with you? But we know for this. But this is typical Israel. You understand? Even the nations don't do this like this, man. This cat got his pho spot over there on the Pho by Night. Kirkwood and Beechnut doing advertising for him. Kirkwood and Bel Air, right? A homeless dude come in and he start trying to act like he's waiting the tables, like he's picking up the dishes for him and all that. And he picked up some of them and he dumped the soup into one of the little containers he had brought in. And he give it to them and ask them to heat it up. And they looking at him like, so he started grabbing the dishes and piling them up together. Like, yeah, see, I'll work for it. You know what I mean? And they looking at him all funny, but they grabbed the container, took it back, heated it up for him, gave it back to him. And they waved him on. You know what I mean? And even I was like, man, this dude, bro, he come sit with us. You know what I mean? But they was just like trying to get him out of there. So I'm like, it's all good. But it's like the nations do this, and the dude, bow and do all that and walk out happy as hell, right? Grateful. But do that, let an Israelite do that for another Israelite. They turn into niggas real quick. But I asked you for $5 today and you didn't give me that. You live in my house. You don't even need $5 because you eat my food. You're wearing my clothes. What are you talking about? You're currently wearing my clothes right now. Like, what are you talking about? It don't even make sense.
Give me my shirt.
Right. Well, I didn't give you $5. I don't owe you $5. But this is how typical Israel is. Forgetful hearers. They don't care, man. Then it's like 90% of the time, man, we feel like as leaders, we feel like we pouring our pearls before swine, because you get that. You have to remember that, damn it, not everybody's chosen. Not everybody's going to be elect. Not everybody's going to be at that level of faith. Not everybody's going to be at that level of understanding, because you might have a whole crew of people come in and you like, damn, class full, internet full of people, of viewers and everything. And you get one person that's like, yeah, I want to do this. Yeah, I want to give everything to this to pay back my debt. And then what happened with this brother? Oh, he talked about F y'all and y'all try to use him and this and that. What are you talking about? We used to stay up late nights, get up early mornings, have classes for him and councils, and brothers was doing push-ups on his behalf. And what are you talking about? What love did we not show? What else what did he want? You know what I mean? Sure, we can't give him ass. I mean, I don't know what did we not give him? That's how Israel act, man. Like, you didn't get on your knees and help me out. Like, then you ain't doing nothing for me. That's Israel. That's a forgetful hearer mentality. You understand? Where we at? We gotta knock this one out, and then we'll be dismissed.
Romans chapter 1, verse 19, last precept.
Right.
For God hath showed it unto them.
So the things which may be known of the Most High is manifest in them. They have the truth in them. They see the truth. They've seen the works. You understand? And it was showed to them. The Most High has showed it to him himself. Right? But they don't care. Watch, read on.
Verse 20.
Uh-huh.
For the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen.
See that? With the people in the truth, the things that he said, even the invisible things, the demons and the angels and all that, we clearly see that. You understand? It's invisible to them, but no, we see angels every day, man. His brother's car broke down. Dude jumped out his car, or brought backed his car up and pushed his car across the highway and over to the parking spot and damaged his car. And was like, yeah, don't worry about it. You're like, damn. We clearly see angels every day. The ministering spirits that the Bible talks about. We clearly see demons on people every day. Y'all see that? As an Israelite, our eyes are open to that realm. The Most High shows us every day. And that's why he said that wrath is coming on y'all, man. That wrath is coming on the forgetful hearers. Why? Because, damn it, I show you this every day. I make it evident for you. This ain't something you even got to have faith in. I show you. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. I show you so you can see it. I open up the Red Sea for you every day, the Most High telling us, man. And you forget me and forget my ways and forget to have faith in me. Read on.
Being understood by the things that are made.
See, it's being understood by the things that are made. Us. We understand them. Read.
Even his eternal power and Godhead.
See, people that are in the truth, we understand the Most High's eternal power and his Godhead. And his all his power, right? We understand everything he can do because we know the earth, the planets, the stars, the whatever, all that was made by him. We understand it. It's been shown to us through the scriptures. We like, yep, it says he made darkness and light. Let me see if it, oh, there's darkness and light. It's all evident, right? Oh, it said he made some trees with fruit on them. Oh, hey, fruit tree, got it. Check, right? It's all there for us. We get it. Because he said he did it, and then there it is, right? He already made it manifest for us. He made it evident. Ain't nothing to have faith in. Check this out. Go ahead.
So that they are without excuse.
See that? He does these things so that there is no excuses, man. I led y'all through the Red Sea. Y'all seen it. I helped you pay your bills when you didn't have no money, when there was no way you was going to make that. I made it happen. You've seen it. You ain't got no excuse when I tell you depart from me, you worker of iniquity. Y'all see that?
Done.
What's that?
And then he forewarned them and told them when you start increasing these things, don't forget, Lord, that brought you out of Egypt.
Right?
He told them.
Yeah.
Because he already knew they were going to get fat, full, and we're going to forget them. Just like it.
Yep. Because he knew these things, he knew our mind, man. He knew we was going to be niggas. Go ahead.
Verse 21. Because that when they knew God, they glorified him not as God.
See that? When we knew the Most High, we didn't glorify him as the Most High.
Glorify the pastor.
Yeah. Moses did it. Right? As soon as we saw the Red Sea part, we saw the 10 plagues, then we saw the Red Sea part, then we got on the other side, we got hungry, and who did we ask? The Most High? Moses, we need food. Why don't you ask the dude to part of the Red Sea? You thought that was me in my magic stick? The hell, I look like 50 Cent. That was the Most High did that. Ask him. Why you think he was having to go to the Most High? Who could lead this great people? Who could deal with all these niggas, man? They keep asking me for something you clearly did. Read on.
Neither were thankful.
See, they ain't even thankful. This is clear nigga mentality, man. Esau don't act like this. Chinese don't act like this. You understand?
God.
All these other nations, man, the Arabs, all these cats, they don't act like this. Ungrateful. That's us. There's a damn Arabs thank Allah for everything, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Allahu Akbar! Thank you, Allah. blew yourself into a billion pieces. Your mouth still talking about Allahu Akbar. He didn't save you from that C4. It's crazy, man. You can watch it. You can watch videos of cats get blown in pieces talking about Allahu Akbar. They don't be like, oh shit, oh damn, oh God, you know, or whatever. You know what I mean? They say his name clear as day. Right? What's that?
Does this happen when they forget and stuff and be ungrateful? Does it happen because of the image that people have? The children of God, the image?
What do you mean the image?
Like the way we look and stuff, like how it's different than others?
You mean like our physical appearance? Like how we look?
Yeah.
Nah.
That causes us to like not be grateful.
No, it don't have nothing to do with physical appearance. Yeah, it's really just nigga mentality, man. Because he said it, are you not as the children of the Ethiopian to me? So we look like the Ethiopians then. We black as them. We black as them Africans. But they call on him Butu and Gutu, whatever the hell they got down there. Right? They call on him to the day they die. They thank him for the rain, the grass, the trees, the babies, all that. What we do, we act like we earned something. Y'all see that? Most High bless you with a baby. I wanted two. Ain't no pleasing you, man. Right. Let me get him some contact. God didn't make it right. What? Y'all see that?
Gone.
All right, we gotta understand how Israel is, man. These nations don't deal like that. What else? Go ahead.
But became vain in their imaginations.
See, they became vain and foolish. They thought about themselves in their imaginations. In their mind, I made it happen. I'm God. Right? Or the other niggerism going around, the black woman is God. Because she can get pregnant? That makes her God? Yeah, them niggas, Kemet, right? They love that. That's why I did. Some chick did that on Facebook. I was like, oh, okay, God, open that pickle jar by yourself. Hey, God, raise that boy child without being effeminate. Hey, God, why don't you pay your own bills? Hey, God, why I gotta take you out to eat? Hey, God, why you can't clothe yourself? Like, if you God, why you can't do none of this stuff? Why you can't keep your damn legs closed? Why you need child support if I knock you up and leave you? If you God, be God. Hey God, what's my next question? Like, none of that. No answers to none of that. Why? Because they foolish, man. They vain in their imaginations. It's stupid. And this is how our people are, man. They all these things shown to them by the Most High, and then they reject it. What else?
And their foolish hearts were darkened.
Right, their foolish heart was darkened. Go to verse 28.
Verse 28. Even as they did not like to retain God in their knowledge.
Why was their foolish heart darkened?
They did not like to retain God in their knowledge.
Why did their stupid, foolish minds get without wisdom? Darkened.
They did not like to retain God in their knowledge.
I didn't want to retain that. I didn't care to remember that. I didn't give a damn about that. Y'all see that?
God.
Brothers and sisters, we can't be like that. We can't hear a word of the Most High, hear wisdom, and hear a clear way how to live this life, and then the next day act like we don't remember. Hang our head down sadly and act like we didn't hear that. You understand?
God.
Was that it?
La.
Go ahead.
God gave them over to a reprobate mind.
He gave you over to that loser mind state. That garbage mind state. That I want to kill myself. I'm depressed. I'm no good. I can't do it. He gave you over to that mind state. Because why? You will not be a remembering hearer. You will not retain the Most High in your knowledge. See that?
God.
You just in one ear, out the other. Read on.
To do those things which are not convenient.
See, he give you over that reprobate mind to do things that's hard to do now. He made life hard on you. Now you're doing things trying to figure it out on your own steam when he used to take care of it for you. Okay, you got, huh? Pay your own bills. Niggas. Right? N-E-G-U-S. These niggas want to run around them niggas. It's different than niggas. No, you just spelled it wrong because you that big a nigga. Yeah.
Oh, man.
I know. Well, pay your own bills then. Get your own woman then. Get rid of that herp. Get rid of that bump on your lip all by yourself. You got.
Wow.
Read on.
Verse 29. Being filled with all unrighteousness.
And what is the steps after? After you decide to reject the knowledge, you become full of all unrighteousness. You decide you don't need nothing. You don't need nobody. You don't need the Most High. You don't need that Bible. I don't want to hear it. I already know what you're going to say. I didn't want to hear that, so I just got lost. I turned my phone off. Okay, all right. You on that loser mind state. Have fun. You on that loser track. Let me know how that turns out. You on that path to Loserville. Let me know what city you get to.
Loserville?
Right. Right?
Fornication.
Right? So now you become something you never were before. Y'all get that? Now you become a fornicator. You just want to bang everything and do everything. Go ahead.
Wickedness.
Right?
Covetousness. Maliciousness.
Right?
Full of envy, murder, debate, deceit, malignity, whisperers, backbiters, haters of God, disrespectful, proud, boasters.
So he said despiteful, proud, boasters. Go ahead.
Inventors of evil things.
Go ahead.
Disobedient to parents.
I mean, I ain't got to define all this stuff for you, right? This is clear English for you, right? Go ahead.
Without understanding.
They become without understanding. Why? I don't want to retain the Most High in my knowledge, so I don't understand what the next thing is. I don't understand the next trial. I don't understand why I'm going through this. I don't understand why I'm going through that. See that?
God.
That's your whole life, without understanding. Read.
Covenant breakers. Without natural affection.
See, they become covenant breakers. You made a promise to the Most High. Now you ain't going to keep it. You ain't going to hold up your end. Without natural affection. You don't care about nobody else but yourself. You don't even have the natural affection a human being would have for another one. Wow. Read on. Implacable, right?
Implacable.
Go ahead. So you can't convince them to do anything right. You can't convince them to do anything but what they got their mindset on. Y'all see that?
Gone.
All right. Hopefully y'all see it, man, because this is the road you end up going down. And when you see these signs on anybody, you're going to know, okay, I got to separate myself from them. Because they reprobate right now. Most High think they garbage right now. Read on.
Unmerciful.
Oh, you got a list of names already? Right? Yep, that's her. That's her. That's her too. Go ahead.
Verse 32.
Uh-huh.
Who knowing the judgment of God.
And this is the problem, man. This type of person knows that the Most High is not pleased with what they're doing. They got all the scriptures. They've been given the understanding. They've been told, listen, if you don't have faith, you're not going to please the Most High. If you don't do what the Most High told you to do, then you're not going to please the Most High. You're going to end up dead. You're going to end up in that torment. You're going to begin to suffer for it after death. They know all the scriptures, man. They know the hidden books, the apocryphal books. They know the hidden from the apocryphal books. The what happens in hell books. They know all that. And they still like, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. Yeah, you know the judgment of God. You know what's going to happen. And you still going to do it anyway. Read on.
That they which commit such things are worthy of death.
See that? They that commit these things, they worthy of death. And they know this. Read on.
Not only do they not only do the same,
right? So they do the things worthy of death. They not only do those things, but read,
but have pleasure in them that do them.
Right, you was on the podium talking about you faggots is gonna be put to death. You homos are gonna be dead, and you gonna be drugged through the streets and shot. And da 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 da. And next thing you know, you kicking it with them. You in the gay day parade. You talking about Jesus love everybody. Hey, you laughing now, but when you see these brothers where the like, if you could see the examples I'm talking about, cause y'all fresh, y'all ain't been in for a long time like me, well, like this brother, right? We done seen them. Where it's like, wow, bruh, you used to get fire classes against homos, man. You used to blaze people, and now you walking around flaming yourself. You walking around with a switch. You walking around on drugs. You walking around doing these things, man. It's insane. I'm gonna let y'all go on that one, man. But retain the Most High in your knowledge, man. Don't be a forgetful hearer. The Most High hates it, just like you would hate it if every day. Well, imagine if you know. I don't know if anybody's seen that movie, 50 First Dates, with the Notebook. Where these cats, the Notebook, this chick had Alzheimer's. The dude had to keep reading her their life story every day. He like come up there and read her the same story of their life, and she'd snap back and be like, "That's us," you know what I mean? And she'll get all in love with him, and next thing you know, he's dancing with her, and then next thing you know, who are you? Imagine if you had to do that every damn day, man. Like, yeah, I'll leave the book here. I'll see you later. Well, we do this every day, man. The Most High does this every day for us. Because why? We don't want to retain the Most High in our knowledge. When it comes to that point, we're like, do I do what I want to do? Or do I do what he told me to do? Well, it's easier to do what I want to do. It's more convenient for me that I do it my way, because that means I don't have to think. I could just be a lazy ass bastard in my brain and not think and not be an innovator and just sit here and do the exact same thing I've always done. Y'all see this?
Gone.
But yeah, I'm gonna let y'all go, man. Appreciate y'all for joining us. For those that stayed, all right. If any other questions, you can hit us up between class again. Kazaki's number is 281-707-2737. Am I saying that right? Where'd the thing go? Yeah, that's it. And then you got my number, 832-941-2443. And you can also hit up the email at hiddentruth12. That's hiddentruth12@gmail.com. But with that, we're going to say shalom.
Shalom.